For those of you guys who are still here, welcome back. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. We're looking at something right now.
I wonder if it's your camera, because you think about it, you moved your camera, USB reset, you could hear it.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. There's so much stuff in here that I'm like, I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
Well, so it's not doing anything for your computer. Well,
yeah.
It's all necessary, so I just need it.
Yeah, the other thing too is, honestly, this is not the proper computer for streaming. So, that's the other part of it.
Got a motherboard you can have if you want it. Came free with my graphics cards.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I might have to sit down with you sometime and just, because I got my gaming computer right now is, minus the fact that it just crashed. My gaming computer is it's got pretty good stuff. I've got like a Ryzen 3000, I think, and then I've got I want to say it's a 2080 Ti hard drive.
That's really good. Got a 2080 Ti.
Yeah, I think
just for graphics.
Yeah, I mean it works really great. I've been putting all my games on an external hard drive.
Yep.
It might be. I mean, it's just crappy. Also, it's Sunday, and so probably everybody and their grandmother is on the internet watching. So, so that could be. Wow, we're up to 8 viewers. So for all of y'all who are new to the Speakeasy Brewer, welcome. I know it looks like we're not really doing anything. Amy, it might be your. Just F5. That's what Tion Kuno says. F5. Do it. Do it now. Yeah. So I know it just looks like we're standing here talking about random stuff, but we're actually doing some important stuff. It's called research.
Yep.
And waiting. So cheers.
Cheers.
This is a Proper Brewing. This is a local brewery here in Utah, and it's a smoky Helles lager with pineapple, which we can't taste the pineapple. Very, very barely.
Barely. Yep.
Anyways, so what we're doing is in here, which I'm not going to open and show you yet because, well, I need the temperature to stay up in here. We have grains that are in the middle of steeping right now, or mashing. And once that is done, which is going to be, I'll tell you here. Timer, where's my timer? We got 36 minutes left. Well, I'm going to give it a little bit longer than that. So we'll call it 40 minutes. It was really coming down. Nasty. But anyways, what we're doing is we're letting it steep for a certain amount of time, and then once it's done mashing, we're going to rinse it off with the hot liquor tank, and we're going to start boiling. And that's when the exciting stuff happens. So if you're new and you've never been here before, consider following. Join our Discord, which should be on my channel page, but I think you have to have it on the PC to see the actual Discord link, because if you use your phone
didn't work. My iPad worked for it.
iPad worked? Okay, so if you're using the phone, you won't be able to see the link to the Discord server there. No big deal, but I can link it if you want me to. So there's that. And if you just like beer in general, this is the channel for you. If you just want to show up, listen, watch how beer is made, brew a little bit of beer with us, drink some beer with us. We do beer reviews also. And actually, in December, we have a really fun thing that's going to be happening. We're going to be doing our very first interview, which is exciting. So there's a company here in Salt Lake. They malt their own grain. So they get barley from the local farmers, and then they malt it, and then they sell it to the local breweries to brew their beer with. And the name of the company is called Solstice Malting, I think. Solstice? Yeah. It might just be Solstice, but it could also be Solstice Malting. I can't remember exactly. Wow.
It's still got harder now.
That's nasty. It's gross. feels like a thunderstorm minus the thunder. Anyway, so we're going to be doing that. So we're going to do a live stream out at his facility. We're going to interview him and talk about malting in general. And then I'm going to get my hands down and dirty and help him malt a little bit. So I'm really excited for that. That's happening, I want to say, second week of December. We're looking at the times right now, so as soon as I find out, I'll let you all know. But that's going to be a really fun day, so don't miss out on that. Hopefully, the other goal would be to do some interviews with the local brewmasters from all the breweries here in Utah. I'd love to interview them, find out what their favorite beer is, what their favorite part of the process is, what their least favorite part of the process is, which I already think I know because all the brewers have the same part of the process that we all hate. It's called cleaning. But it's also the most important part, and you can't skimp on it. So, but we'll find out what they all have to say, and it'd be really awesome to also do a. Wow, it is nasty. It would also be fun to brew with them one day. So we'll find out.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, Tion. I appreciate that. See, this is why you're awesome as a moderator.
Well, as a moderator, you can post it, whereas everybody else can't.
Oh,
Because it breaks the link.
Oh, interesting. See, I'm so new. This is why I need Taylor and you, Tion, and I need Big Juicy Cat. I need all the help I can get because otherwise this stream's gonna be like, it's gonna be sad. Man, I'm so glad that we're in here.
Yeah.
It's nasty. I actually was thinking about I'm thinking about finding a light that I can stick in here, and then I can close the door, and then we don't have to worry about getting wet, which it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I don't have any lights out here. But we're working on it. We're working on it. In addition to technology, we're working on lights and all that other stuff. Yeah. So, anyways, so for those of you who are here, I gave you the rights
Yep.
and the power. The power. Yes, that's right. I did. So, yeah. Gosh, I had something I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Does anybody have any questions so far about what we're doing, what's going on, while we're just standing here talking? I love the emojis. I do need to figure out how to do the emojis. Yeah, I think Rubella might be helping me. At least I hope Rubella wants to help me.
What is your quest?
Oh, that's a good. I seek the Holy Grail. No.
What's your favorite color?
Blue. No, yellow. My favorite movie of all time. My quest is to be one of the coolest microbreweries in the world. What was that?
I don't know. Look at metal on metal, though.
Yeah. Wow, it is. You hear all that water?
Yep.
You see the water flowing out of there?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. We're just having a flood here, no big deal. I love that little emoji. Ah, that's so cool. Okay, well, you know, one thing I need to do is also I need to get some like music that I won't get like sued for.
On copyright? Yeah.
There's a lot of it out there. There's one that I found. You can find it on Spotify, but I don't know if I need to have it somehow linked to my account to show that I'm using it from that account, so that they can get credit for it or not. I don't know. Try to type.
Yeah, without the quotes.
Okay, let's try it. Oops, I need to be actually
In the chat.
in the chat. At Rubella.
Right there.
Okay, chat. I don't know if it worked. I don't know. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's okay. It doesn't have to happen right now. At some point in time, it will. I can't wait for summer.
Yeah, right. We've got another 8 months.
4 or 5 months. Oh yeah, 8 months. Wait,
If it's gonna be a
no.
long winter like it was this last year.
You're right, because it didn't actually like warm up until like July.
Yep.
Doesn't work. Yeah, I can't figure it out. I would jump on to Twitch right now and do it, but I'm worried about my internet getting all jacked up again. So we're gonna wait. That's what I think it is. I think it has to be the fact that everybody's home for the weekend, because you know I've learned from people through association that there are things called nodes that are invisible, and the nodes.
Are you on Comcast?
I'm on CenturyLink.
You have a fiber connection or you're
Yeah.
by yourself?
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing.
I mean, you got the right idea with like Comcast and such. You're all on the same kind of network, and you're all kind of stealing off of each other. Whereas CenturyLink, especially with fiber, you have your own line to deal.
That's awesome. Go CenturyLink. For those of you who are in the United States, go to CenturyLink. What do you have?
I CenturyLink right now.
CenturyLink?
It's the best that I have right now.
Dude, it's good. And they've got like a lifetime,
It's
just
the
lifetime payments or
Yeah.
whatever, which is awesome. You sign up and it's like, oh, $65. Then
Yep.
you don't pay anything different.
No matter how much more it gets.
Can I try some commands? Yeah, of course.
Go for it.
You're the moderator. You do what you want. You have the power. I know. Okay. We might need to get to the next one. Sometimes I can sit here and I can come up with all sorts of things to say, and other times I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I just smile and wave.
I was actually thinking, I actually like the normal wood, but if you had like a burned logo of yours, you like actually burn the wood.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Have you ever watched the show Letterkenny?
I've heard of the name.
I was just thinking,
Let's
just the beginning of it, they literally have like clean wood and they burn a logo in for it, and like, I think that would be really cool if it's Speakeasy Brewer burned into the wood.
That would be awesome. Yeah, because I was thinking, because my original idea was I thought it'd be kind of fun to like burn these.
Yeah.
And I actually talked to somebody in Park City that did the exact same thing in one of the art galleries, and they're like, "Don't do it. Just paint it. It's a pain in the butt. It's a long process." So I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." But now that I got this in here, it looks really nice.
I like it a lot.
And when I come in here, the other day it was kind of warm, and the whole garage smelled like cedar. It smelled really good. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to keep it the way it is. The Steam game has been updated to food and drink.
So, he moved you from where we might have been to. Okay, so yeah. You were just chatting and now you're at food and drink. So if people are looking for you on Twitch, they'll find you under food and drink.
Okay, I thought I was already into there. Okay, that's good. Yes. Hey, Tion. I just want to make sure. I'll let you know. Thank you. I don't know. I just want to make sure I actually say the words in case I haven't. I don't want to just be like, "You're awesome," but I have to say thank you. Thank you for your help. And thank you for your help too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I need help. I am one of those silly losers that just needs help. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, if you know something that works better, like I said, the keys are in your hand. You can do what you want. I see somebody new just jumped on, so I just want to make sure you're welcomed. So welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. I know it looks like we're standing around. We are. You're right. We're enjoying some beer. We're getting ready to do a new beer, a new taste test, which I think we should do the one in the can.
Yes.
Well, I guess they're both in cans,
Yeah,
but the
the
smaller
12-ounce
one.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we need to do that one. This one will be a Colorado beer, so it's not necessarily local, but we're going to try it out. And then we're going to go to the mimosa one, because that
Yep.
seems like a pretty complicated one, and I kind of feel like that could be pretty delicious and tasty and exciting, so we need to save that one for last. I don't want to say best for last, because I feel like,
I think it's gonna be sweet. If it's not very sweet for mimosa, it's gonna be kind of
yeah,
a letdown. Like, okay, I'm expecting a really sweet,
yeah.
pineapple-y mimosa flavor.
I'm going to be curious to see how they get the mimosa flavor, because mimosa needs wine.
Yep.
Or champagne. Champagne. Sekt. Auf Deutsch. Anyways, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. I did have a beer one time. It was an IPA I made. This was before Twitch. So BT days. I made a beer that actually smelled and tasted like I squeezed pineapple and peach into my beer. And then as you drank it, it tasted like it as well. And then it transitioned through this phase where it almost tasted like a wine, like a Chardonnay, and then it bled into just like a nice bitter aftertaste that you get from an IPA. It was quite nice. Well, I should say bitter, but also floral. It was a really pleasant beer. I need to do that one again at some point in time because it was baller shot collar. But yeah, I think where was I gonna go with that? So it could have been one of the hops that actually made that wine flavor because it was a French hop. And it could be that's why, because I know that the soil in France, well, Champagne, France is where the champagne comes from. Could be the soil content that makes the hop taste a certain way. That could have been it, but we'll see how it tastes. Okay, so I need to catch up. Okay, the most important one working. I can change. Yes, the mods are your hand extra. I just say a word. We manage that. Is there a difference between Zekt and Pearlvine? I don't know. I've never had Pearlvine before. I've had Neue Vine. und auch Sekt, but I've never had Pearlwein. What is Pearlwein? Was ist Pearlwein? Trying to prepare, because our next stream, you guys should just jump on anyways, because you can see how much of a dingus I am, but I'm going to try and speak all in German. It's going to be a test. We're going to do a beer review in German, so jump on. Let's see how this goober does. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me, Tian. I'm assuming you've had Sekt before. Have you also had Pearlwein? I like wine. Wine is good. Okay, I'm gonna check the timer because I'm getting excited and antsy. All right, so we got 23. Call it 30 minutes. Yeah, call it 30 minutes. Anything going on in here? Negatory. That's all good. Okay. Yeah, it was funny. I was kind of bummed because when my computer crashed, I was going to download Valorant, which is a game I've never played, but it looks like fun. Because Big Juicy Cat was like, dude, you should play games with me. And I was going to have like a speakeasy cameo. I was going to be the one running around screaming and dying all the time. So if you ever watch Big Juicy Cat live, or Big Juicy Live Dump Truck, not Big Juicy Cat Live, Big Juicy Live Dump Truck, I might have a cameo in there, and you'll just be like, ah! That'll be me. Or I'll just be saying help all the time, because I always end up dying. But we're going to try it anyways, because I like playing games with people more than I play by myself.
Yeah, so it's more fun with more people.
Yep. I'm also kind of bummed, because I also bought Starfield. Have you played Starfield?
I played a little bit of Starfield.
I got it, and so I have all my video games on an external hard drive, which I've heard is not the best for, like, playing. It seems to work, but...
It's fine.
Okay, it seems to work, but with Starfield, it was very glitchy. And I don't know if it was because my computer was in the process of dying, or if it was... Because it said it needed a solid-state hard drive, and I don't have that.
You don't want to... I mean, Starfield will take up almost an entire solid state.
I know. It's
like 100 plus gigs, and your solid state's starting out at like 250.
Yep, I know. I was looking for 2 terabytes, but they're expensive. Okay,
yes,
sorry.
They are.
Yeah. Okay, Pearlwein is sparkling wine, Google says. Sparkling wine only has a pressure of 1 to 2.5 bar atmospheres, so it is a less effervescent, while sparkling wine has to have a pressure of at least 3.5 bar and bubbles more vigorously. Oh, interesting.
How about the bubbles?
Yeah, interesting. Tomato will be so proud. I love that. Yeah, that's actually really good. I appreciate you looking that up. So it's kind of like a brut. Have you ever heard of brut? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like a sparkling wine. Or Prosecco. Prosecco is also a pretty sparkling wine. I really like Prosecco.
Prosecco's really good.
Prosecco's really good. The brut's pretty good too. I actually had a really cool moment with a brut where I poured it into a glass, and there was like a bubble tornado in the middle. Like, it was just like... I'm sure I was the only one that saw it, so... Either I saw it or I didn't, and I was thinking I saw it. Yeah. But it was still pretty cool. Anyways. Yeah, so Prosecco. So Pearlwein. Yeah, I've had Neue Wein, which was kind of fun. Have you ever had Neue Wein before? Mm-hmm. So it's new wine. Actually, like, totally, like, the whole idea of new wine and new wineskins. Yeah. I actually came to a realization of what that meant. So new wine is a different process that they go through than regular wine. So what they do is they basically give you fermenting wine in a jug, and it's like comes in a gallon, and you're supposed to leave the cap off so that the air can aerate out, because it's still fermenting, and you drink it while it's fermenting, and so it tastes like sparkling grape juice, which is amazing and also dangerous because when we went, we were in. So Amy and I, before we were even dating, we went to Germany, and we went to this tiny town called Speyer, and this older couple that lived there basically adopted us. They were friends with my friend Miriam, and so they took us into their home and totally spoiled us. But we went with another friend for like a day trip to Weissenburg. So it's right on the border of Germany and France, and I believe that border has constantly been changing. Between different wars, I guess. Anyways, so it's like, I think they have their own language there. It's a mix between the French language and the German language had a baby. That's what it was. I want to say it was Französisch, but I can't remember if that's correct. But we went there, and that's where we got Neue Wein as we were coming back across the border, and then this older couple, they bought other wines. So we had all these wines, and they taught us wine, etiquette. Like, you hold the glass by the stem so you don't heat up the wine. You open the bottle ahead of time so it warms up and kind of aerates, and then you pour it in. And then we had Neue Wein, and we were all sitting there. Our faces were getting red. We're all laughing. It was great. They were a great couple to hang out with. Okay, Zek and Zeko are the same.
That makes sense.
Oh, Zeko is just protected.
Italy's got to say, this is ours. Yeah, that makes sense.
Those Italians.
Yep.
If you're an Italian, I apologize, but Prosecco. Okay, same process. Cool. Flemish.
Is that what they spoke?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Was the language Flemish? I don't know. I need to I'll look it up, honestly, but I could have heard incorrectly. I mean, it's been years. I went there in 2009. I also went to Oktoberfest in 2009. Have you been to Oktoberfest?
I've not been to
Dude,
Oktoberfest.
We went to Oktoberfest here in Salt Lake. Well, sorry, not Salt Lake, but there's a snow resort that we went up to, and they have a pretty big Oktoberfest. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. So we're going to do that again next year.
Yes, we are.
We should do a live stream.
That would be fun.
We'll just walk around with our
the
phones.
GoPros. Let's put the GoPro on.
Yeah.
Run with that.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Oh man, we got to come up with some ideas. So obviously we're getting close to affiliate, but you guys, if you're a part of the Discord, throw some ideas in. I know, Tion, you've already done this. You've already kind of given me a to-do list. Like, I need to create my own emojis. I need to have an affiliate party, and I need to set a new goal to become partner, which I will. So at some point in time, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. Obviously, we're going to do beer reviews and brew beer, and hopefully I'll get some more updated equipment over time. It's expensive, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So, but we're going to try a whole bunch of new things. Like, I'm going to practice harvesting my own yeast, and we're going to get this whole thing set up, and maybe I'll have my garage like pimped out, and we'll have like my bar in the back, and I'll do my beer tastings there or something like that. So it's going to take some time, but I mean, I enjoy this way too much, so I'll probably be doing it for a while. But I would love to do interviews and do brew days and go check out all these different things, try different equipment for different breweries, or not breweries, but brewing equipment companies, that kind of thing. So any ideas that you have, stick it on
Coconut beer.
Yeah, coconut beer is the next logical step. Pina coladas, baby. Yeah. You know what? My neighbor made an amazing pina colada. It was awesome. We had a block party, and it was fantastic. Okay, I like the idea too. So yeah, ideas. Let's brainstorm, and then definitely like beer styles too. I think Big Juicy Cat, because we did a beer for Some Goner. This pineapple beer is for Tian Kuno. Big Juicy Cat. Rob with 2 B's, they're next in line. You're next in line too. So we got 3 people that are going to help me choose the next beers that we're going to brew. And that's going to be important because you guys have done a lot to make this stream awesome. So thank you. Thank all of you. Yeah. Anyways, thanks. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Tian. Yeah. Anyways, we just got to have some fun. We're a team. We're a community. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. Should we try another one?
Yeah.
Let's see what the timer is. 15. Let's call it.
Minutes.
Yeah, 25 minutes or so. Okay, here we go. My hands are cold, so I want to see how cold they are. 64 degrees. That's pretty cold. Let's see how cold it is outside. 51.
84.
84. So hot. Beer gang. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next one. We're doing the small one, right?
Yep, we're doing small ones.
Okay.
Apple Gold.
Pineapple Golden Ale. And this one is this is that Bootstrap Brewing Company in Colorado. It says chillax, chill, drink, relax. 4.5 alcohol. Perfect for Utah.
Yep.
what we're brewing today. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I didn't even tell you what our alcohol content is today. I mean, that's not the most important thing, but it's part of it. So we're looking for 5.4%. So Utah level, but it should be good. I mean, it is. So usually golden ales, blonde ales, Kolsch's, pilsners are usually pretty low on the category. Okay, so I'm really excited to try this out and see the flavor.
That smells more pineapple.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh! I'm going to try and pour a little bit slower this time. So one thing that I already noticed, I don't even need to pour that slow because the head is a little less. You'll notice that there's still a pretty good head on here, but it's a lot less head than the last one. I think the reason why the other beer had a pretty good head last time, this is pretty good. I think it was the flaked barley that gave it that head retention, as well as kind of like a smoothness. So,
this definitely has a lot stronger pineapple smell.
Yep. To me, it has the smell of a pineapple, like as if you haven't cut into it yet.
Yep.
Kind of like the outside. Kind of like a ripe pineapple. So the way you choose pineapple, you smell the bottom of it, and if it smells like pineapple, it's good.
You smell the can. It's just more concentrated, I guess.
Yeah, it smells way better in there. But already the smell is infinitely better.
Yes,
It doesn't smell like sulfur. But I mean, it could have been just, the smoked grains.
The bubbles also don't taste metallic.
Mmm. Wow.
That is
That is much better.
definitely taste the pineapple in this one.
Mm-hmm. This one, speaking of pina colada, kind of has a pina colada taste to it. That's kind of weird. There's also kind of maybe it's kind of weedy.
Yep, I was gonna say it almost has that little bit of it does have a bit of
It does taste better in terms of the pineapple. It's a lot cleaner pineapple. It's not as crisp or dry as the Helles. And it does kind of have that pina colada taste, honestly, so it's kind of funny that we brought up pina colada. It's kind of weird. It's almost like the aftertaste is... I don't know. It kind of gives me... It almost has a creamy...
Yeah, very much so.
Aftertaste, which is kind of interesting. Which, again, pina colada.
It feels very pina colada-y.
And so I'm kind of glad that I didn't put wheat in my beer, because I'm sitting here thinking, as I'm drinking that, I'm like, I don't know if the wheat goes very well with the pineapple.
Yeah.
I think it kind of gives it a weird taste. Would I drink it? And I'm drinking it, yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I'm not going to, not drink it. Once we get this on, we're going to have to be
Yep.
I already feel my hands, going numb. We're going to have to see what I need to do. We might have to come up with some new ideas, guys, this winter, because if the winter is cold, I might not be able to brew as much. So we're going to have to come up with some new ideas. Maybe we'll switch into mixology and beer reviews.
Yeah.
We'll just do that for a little bit. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, so don't get too disappointed yet, because I want to keep brewing beer. But the elements. Because otherwise I'm going to be like a freaking Eskimo, and I'll be like, okay, here we're doing the beer. I won't even want to touch anything because it'll be so freaking cold. I'll have to make the water 180 degrees just to get 140 degrees,
Yep.
Or I'll pour it in and it'll freeze while it's getting poured in. It's crazy. All right. So while we're here, we're getting close to beer. Yeah, I love that. All right, we're out in the elements today.
Right.
We might die, but let me show you how to survive the elements. Here we've got this local beer grills. I like that. That's pretty funny. Yes, we might have to do some beer advertisements, for the local breweries, and just come up with something, and we'll clip it, and then we'll send it in and be like, we came up with a brew advertisement for y'all. Okay, so what we're about to do, so we're getting close to the end of the mash, okay? I see somebody else jumped on. Welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. Thanks for joining. You're coming on at a great time because we're taste testing a pineapple beer right now, which way better on the pineapple flavor. Because we're brewing a pineapple beer, so it just seems like the right thing to do. Drink pineapple beer while you're brewing a pineapple beer. The grains are mashing right now. As soon as we're done mashing, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move all this stuff in. We're going to rinse the grains off with the water that's in here, put it in the boil pot, and then we're going to boil it, add the hops, all that other stuff, and the pineapple, which I got to get the pineapple and bring it out here. So we're going to do all that real quick. I mean, when I say real quick, it's going to be like an hour or so.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to do a taste test of the beer that comes out of here. Okay, it's not beer yet because it has to be fermented for it to be beer, but we'll get a taste test of what that looks like. And then we're going to do something called Vorlaufing, where we're going to take a few samples of the beer that's, or the wort that's in here, so the fluid that's being steeped, or the, oh, I just realized it wasn't closed with the blade. So that's good. Anyways, oh my gosh, it smells good too. Whoopsie daisy. Gosh, that could be a problem. Anyways, we'll see. We're gonna just experiment, okay?
Yep.
But we're going to take a few samples of it with this pitcher, and we're gonna taste test it. But then we're gonna pour it back in, and we're just gonna pour it over the top of the grains, nice and slow. Doesn't need to be super crazy, and we're gonna take a slow sample.
Yeah.
That way we don't like create any channels or anything like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it like 3 or 4 times before we put it in, and we're just gonna try and stop getting we're gonna try and get as little grain particulate in the boil as possible.
Yep.
So that's what's coming up. And we're gonna take a taste test of it because that's the best part. Oh, I need to get this one thing. I'm trying to remember. Do you have any questions so far?
No, I was just saying, I just, drinking the beer and talking this morning, it's like, can you take a 5-minute moment?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What did you say?
Bathroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too much to drink.
I know, right? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is one of the things that I put in my beer to make it clear too. It's a Werflock tablet, so we're going to add these in because we're wanting to have a nice, clear, gold-colored beer like this. Okay, so you can see right through it, So that's what these Werflock tablets are good for. The Werflock tablets have Irish moss in it as well as some other things, and the Irish moss becomes gelatinous and it coagulates, all the fancy words, to collect all the particulate, the hop particulate, the grain particulate, anything that's kind of like a free-floating protein or enzyme is going to collect all that stuff. So as we're cooling the beer, it's all going to settle down to the bottom of the pot. Which some of that stuff is probably going to go in the fermenter anyways. When it goes into the fermenter, again, it's going to settle out. One thing that I will not be able to show today, I don't know if I've showed it in the past. I probably haven't. Just because it's kind of boring to watch us cool the beer. So you probably won't see it again today. But if you have seen it in the past, normally we pour the beer or the wort that's in the pot into the fermenter, and we make it splash about because we want to add some oxygen because that gives the yeast health. It adds to the yeast health because they need oxygen and sugar to survive and make alcohol. But I did some bad planning and I ran out of time, so I didn't even do a yeast starter. Not a big deal, but I didn't do a yeast starter. Yeast starters are very helpful for improving the efficiency of your fermentation as well as speeding up the process of fermentation. So that's one thing that I didn't do. Again, just it's been a busy couple of days and I just didn't plan things around for that. So I'm kind of bummed about that. But we'll just pitch the yeast. So I've got the yeast packet. It's all ready to go. Just going to shake it up and we're going to dump it into the fermenter. Some things to consider with that is because it's not a yeast starter that's fresh with the yeast really active, it's probably going to take close to almost 24 hours before the fermentation will actually begin and become pretty, virulent? That's not the right word. It'll be pretty aggressive fermentation once it gets going, but it'll take about 24 hours. This particular yeast that we're using today can handle room temperature on up, and in fact, for us to get a better citrusy and pineapple flavor, we actually want it to be hot as we can make it. So today we'll probably get it to room temperature, and then later on we're gonna heat it up a little bit and get to like 80 degrees Fahrenheit or close to it, maybe 75, 76, anywhere between that range. That hotter temperature is gonna pull out those it's gonna amp up those citrusy tropical flavors that we're looking for. So that'll be pretty good. So there's that. But the other thing that I didn't do is I didn't clean my dang fermenter. So I pulled it out to take a look at it, and I was like, I forgot to clean this. So I have to clean it on the side. So that's just going to be something that I'm not going to put you guys through. You don't have to wait for me to do that. Maybe I'll take some photos of the whole process, not the cleaning, but the process of pouring the beer in the fermenter, so you can see what that looks like. Today I'm using an 8-gallon fermentation bucket. So if you've seen my streams in the past, you'll see those really tall, clear plastic fermenters called Fermonsters. Those are also 8-gallon ones. I have one, but I wanted to use this other bucket today. It's just a little bit easier. I kind of hurt my back moving my table over here for all my stuff because I was in a hurry. And so we're using the bucket today to limit the amount of like reaching down and that kind of thing. So that's the plan. So yes. Anyways, let me check the timer real quickly. We should be getting pretty close. Again, because the temperature was colder on the mash, we are going to let it run a little bit longer. So we got 2 more minutes left of the timer. I'm going to do an additional 10 minutes or so. Hey, I just saw Dano. You jumped on to Discord, so welcome. Thanks for joining the Discord. 6 more minutes. Yep. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So, because what was it? 1 hour and 2 minutes is what the timer said. So it's been 1 hour. It'll be 1 hour and 2 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna give it a little bit longer. I'll make it around 1:10 or so. That's just giving it more time to go through the steeping process. So, any questions so far? I know I do a lot of talking, and sometimes it's kind of like boring. So, oh, good, you got your jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Now that it's getting wet, it's getting heavy,
expanding.
and it's gross. There you go. Yeah. I'm really excited to get the boiling going because actually it's going to heat things up quite a lot. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to have heat. Yeah, I like that idea of doing the burned in logo. That sounds cool.
See, I mean, granted, again, the show that Letterkenny itself fully does it, kind of digital thing, but
we could do digital. We'll just pretend like it's a green screen. And just, yeah, I actually thought about spray painting it on. You say you will. Yes, I am wanting to take it a little bit longer because at colder temperatures, the process can take just a tad bit longer for the enzymes to convert the starches to sugars. So I just want to make sure that process is done. Since it was a little bit colder, we were shooting for 148 degrees. We got 141, so we're about 7 degrees colder. So the fix for that is you let it steep for a little bit longer. So. Yeah, that could be cool.
just kind of what I haven't worked on.
Oh, sick.
It's different.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the timer. You guys celebrate Thanksgiving? My husband said it's on Thursday. I mean, yes, we do celebrate Thanksgiving. Are you doing anything for Thanksgiving?
My brother's coming down.
Okay, sweet. Are you so you're staying in town then?
Yeah.
Cool.
Smoking a turkey.
Oh, I would love to smoke a turkey. Yes, I unfortunately am going to be flying. So, since I'm the bottom of the totem pole, I get to work on the holidays. I think, what is it? Is it the 24th? Oh, it's Thursday. Yeah, sorry. So it's Thursday. I come home on Friday, so I'll be flying until like 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. So
You get leftovers.
I'll get leftovers. So the good thing is the company takes really good care of us, so they're going to actually have a special thing for crews, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
So the hotels are going to give us huge Thanksgiving meals with pumpkin pie and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. But yeah, we actually celebrated yesterday. We had some friends up north from us that we went and actually celebrated. So yeah, turkey in the clouds. That's right. Yeah, that's the turkey's dream, right? To fly, because they don't really fly very well. Yeah, so we celebrated that yesterday. So there's games and food and pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is my favorite. It is my favorite. Like Thanksgiving time, when Thanksgiving rolls around, everybody's like, "Oh, the turkey, all the food." I'm like, "Pumpkin pie, baby. We're doing pumpkin pie," and yeah, it's amazing. So, but yeah, so Rubella will actually be going somewhere else for Thanksgiving with some friends, another group of friends, or neighbors. I can't remember which one. So she'll be doing something, but I'm gonna be flying around. Wishing I was somewhere where I could have some fresh pumpkin pie. You're like, what am I doing? I also get to fly on Christmas and New Year's. I actually land 30 minutes before midnight on New Year's.
Where are you landing at?
San Diego.
Okay.
So that'd be fun. So I don't get to celebrate New Year's until I'm at least at the hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't actually flown on New Year's before, so this will be my first time. But we're definitely going to be landing after the New Year, probably. It all depends on if we have any delays. If we have any delays, then we're definitely we'll be landing we'll be in the air when the New Year comes. So, okay, okay. Sorry. I'm gonna just check the time real quick. Ahoy, dude, Dano, welcome to the Discord server. Okay, it's 1:04. Okay, we're gonna wait for 5 more minutes.
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna go 1:10. 5 more minutes. Can you post some food pics in Discord? I would like to see how. Okay, yeah, totally. I don't know if.
I'll post some.
Yeah, I don't know if Amy's done anything yet from our dinner last night. Yeah.
I've got briskets on my Instagram. I don't have the turkey.
Ooh, yeah. So when he was talking about smoking a turkey, I've only had one turkey that was smoked, and it was the best turkey.
Yeah.
It's like you can't go back, because normally you get a turkey, you shove it full of stuff, bread and other things like that. Then you stick it in the oven and you let it cook, and it takes forever to cook.
Yep.
I'm sure it takes longer to smoke, but when you smoke it, oh.
You saw the flavor and the juice in, so it's actually not. The problem with like an oven cooked turkey is it's very dry when you pull it out. With a smoked turkey, it keeps all the juices in there, keeps all the flavor. It's by that or a deep fried turkey are the best types of turkeys.
Yeah. That sounds fantastic. So, yeah, I wish I could have more smoked turkey. I need to get a smoker. Honestly, it'd be fun to do. Try. I know. What kind of American? I don't know. I think an American who wouldn't want to eat turkey would probably go put some tannerite in it and shoot at it, and then it would explode and shoot turkey everywhere. Because it'd be like, oh, that's awesome! Right on, America! Or you just cook it, or you singe it with a flamethrower.
Yep.
That's what we do here in America. We all have flamethrowers. We all have guns. We all. That's what we do. We have good parties, and we have fun.
Yes.
Almost. At least according to my timer, I've got 3 more minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So I'm glad you have it. I'm excited. You set a timer, so that's awesome. Good on you. We've got, at least my timer says 3 more minutes. Yep, I know. You're probably, I don't know what time it is over there. You're 8 hours ahead, so it's 9 o'clock. So if you have to go, no worries. I know it's late. You're putting a lot of energy into other things, like another human. So that's.
Yeah.
So there's no pressure there at all. You don't have to stay the whole time. Yeah, so we're getting close, and I'm really excited because I can't wait to see what this smells like. Have you ever? You've brewed before, right?
Yeah.
You just brewed beer, or was it just?
It's all been root beer, but
okay, root beer.
You get the same It's different, but it's close to the same kind of thing. Like you get the good smell and flavor from it, you just don't get that carbonation and everything else that is.
Got it.
A little bit of flavor change.
Okay. So this is one of my favorite parts, is smelling. All the smells, the beer smells. The smells of the grain, smell of the hops, and then the smell of the fermentation, like the air that comes out. Like, I know it's CO2 and you shouldn't be breathing in CO2, but it smells so good. It's kind of like going to a gas station and you smell the gas and you're like, I don't know if you guys like that.
Smell jet fuel?
I used to like jet fuel smell. Now I can't. I can't do it because there was one time when I was a fueler at an airport. I was fueling a plane, and the pilot for the plane came out, and this was a jet. So I was like fueling it, and it was one of those tiny jets. So they had a little, like a little nozzle space. It was called over the wing fueling. So you just open the cap, start fueling from the top, and it had a little flapper valve in there, and the pilot came out and was like, "Hey, blah 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 blah," and I turned, and when I turned, pulled the hose out, the flapper valve closed, and it just like exploded all over me, and it was the worst smell. I got a headache afterwards, and I was the only one working that day. I couldn't get out of work. I called people. I'm like, "Hey, can you take my shift? I'm wearing jet fuel. I need to get home and get clean." And they're like, "Sorry, man, I can't." So I wore it for like 4 hours. I got home and I had to throw my clothes away because I couldn't get it out of my clothes. It was horrible. And I can't do the smell anymore. Oh, okay. Sweet. Awesome. Well, glad. But again, I just want you to know, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You must. Yeah, I was quite dizzy. I don't know. I wasn't high. But I was like super strong headache, kind of a little delirious because it was just like the vapors were just it was horrible. Bad stuff.
Imagine.
Bad stuff. Okay. Alright, we're just about ready. Okay. Forgot. Oh, yeah. This is the other thing we're sticking in the beer today. Is this.
Pineapple juice.
Oh! That's awesome. I didn't even know I had that on there. I love that.
That's awesome.
Is that turkey twerking?
It sure is.
Turkey twerk. I love it. But we're putting the actual pineapple, we're cutting it up, we're gonna stick it in the boil, and we're also going to put some pineapple juice in it as well. I am shooting for as much pineapple as I possibly can. Oh, is that the...
So we did a deep fried version and a smoked one at the same time, so...
Okay, deep fried...
That's your deep fried turkey. You can't really see the turkey, obviously, but that was deep fried. Like, I know I've got some of both.
Alright, let me see what the time is. I think we're right there. Let's get...
Not right. Yep.
Oh, we're right there. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Pause. Okay, we're done with the mash. Now it's time to do the thing. Okay? Alright. So, I'm gonna let you do the honors if you want to open that up and get the smell. I closed it. Yeah, you can. Temperatures. Okay, let me do one thing. I want to see how much the temperature actually
Changes when you stir it.
stayed. 130.
So just let it cool down a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Winter brewing is not as much fun. Okay. Yeah, we can take the top off.
Okay.
And then, let me get these cups real fast, because this is, like, one of the best parts. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay, so I'll show you first real fast. One of these days I'm going to have, like, this really cool camera that looks over so you can see everything, and there'll be light on it, too. All the things that are happening soon. And next year is going to be an amazing year for the Speakeasy Brewer, I'll tell you what. So we're going to just open the valve here, and we're just going to take a small sample. The color looks good.
It does look good.
It should. Yeah. I just love the smell. So we're just going to. We don't want it really to go any faster than this.
Yep.
When he starts doing it, I'll bring the camera over so you can see what's going on. So you can see all the particulate in there right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty hazy. It's kind of gross. There's a lot of stuff. So we're going to take that and we're going to actually pour it back in here. And it's going to act like a net. Alright. So I'll at least show you what it looks like. Gosh, there's no good way of showing the color. Let me see if I can do it this way. Nope. Looking at the light doesn't work. Oh, I can't show you my license plate. Okay, so right there. I don't know if you could see the color very well. It's pretty hazy. It's full of particulate. I don't know if you could see the particulate. Yeah, you can see it in there. So that's what we're pulling, okay? So we're going to actually do a taste test of this, and then I'll show you what we actually did to get this out, and then what we're going to be doing. So, there's that. Thank you. And I always like to call it, this isn't a true angel share, but I always like to call it the angel share, just because we get to take a sample of it before everything happens. Anyways, I'm going to pour this back in, and then again when I pour it in, I just kind of rotate it around. I think I put a little too much water in, so. But let's do a quick taste test, and then we'll get on with it. So.
It smells super good.
Yeah, it's pretty yellow. That's the right color that I want.
Yeah.
Mmm. Wow.
That is amazing. That was good.
Holy cow.
Yeah, you can just drink this.
I know. Maybe one day we are gonna do it. It'll be kind of like.
We're going to go finish the beer. Like, oops. It's like when you make chocolate chip cookies, you end up eating more of the dough than you do of
yeah,
actual
I
cookies.
know, right? Actually, one of my friends requested I do this. Just do this and just put it through a filter and.
Yeah. No, this is really good.
Mmm. Oh yeah.
That's incredible.
Isn't that amazing? That's my favorite part. Angel share. That's you just watched it. All right, I'll let you do the thing. Oh yeah. Rubella's a little jealous. Here, let me just.
Yep.
I'll try a little bit. Oh, I brought a cup.
Oh, I was just gonna give you mine.
Okay. This cup's for
Yeah.
Monster.
Hi.
Okay, he's not so excited.
It's super good.
Yeah, you guys had a big reaction, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I have to try it. Usually I don't love it because it's like grain tea, and sometimes I don't know, it needs some acid to it.
Yeah, I really like that.
It tastes like honey.
It's
what it
yeah.
tastes like.
It smells like every other grain, which is interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like honey.
Mmm. Yeah.
You're right.
That's good.
It's really
like,
good.
Like honey meets cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
I should make a Honey Nut Cheerios beer.
It's like a bran flavor with
Yeah.
sugar bran.
Okay. Actually, before we do this, I forgot that I need to.
Sometimes
do
it
the
tastes
rest
more
of
like
this.
sugar beet, but this definitely has a little more of that honey flavor.
Yep.
I'll move this out of the
Great
way.
stuff though.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right, so he's gonna do a little bit of vorlaufing. Sorry, I bought a cup. Produces a big gulp. Yeah. I know. That's good. That's really funny. Uh-oh, Hoppy Puppy took off.
Sneak away, go to his friend's house.
Yeah, he goes to his friend's house. Extreme close up. Okay. All right, so right now what he's doing is he's vorlaufing. So we're gonna take a small sample. You'll notice that it's not super strong flow, which is what we're shooting for. If it's too strong a flow, what you end up getting is you start creating channels in the grain, and those channels will make it so that there's less efficient rinsing of the grain, and so that's not good. So this time around, you can already tell it's way cleaner than the last time.
cleaner.
yeah, that should be good if you want to
Yep.
take it. So he's going to turn off the spigot, and then he's going to pour it into the grain bed.
Wow.
And he's going to just nice and slow. And the grain is going to act as a filter. And basically, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do a couple more times, so just at least 2 more times. Yeah, see this? Yeah.
Nice.
The hype, I like it. It's fun because I didn't even realize I had all these stickers on there, so maybe that's just something that you have, because I think, Tion, you're an affiliate too.
I like this one. Whoa,
That one's way better in terms of the smell and the flavor for pineapple.
It smells brighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it has a weird pina colada aftertaste. It's kind of weird. We were just talking about pina coladas, and it.
And then
tastes
just tastes like
pina
pina colada right afterwards.
Yep. And so we just had somebody new jump on, so I just want to say welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. We're getting ready to move the. That's perfect. If you want to just dump that in, we'll do one more after this. We're Vorlaughing right now, and if you want to get a little bit closer, there you go. Perfect. Cool. So he's going to do that one more time, and what we're going to do next is we're going to sparge. So sparging is just rinsing the grain. So I'll show you the special hose hookup that I've got. Again, food safe silicone. We got a little doodad on the back or the bottom of it, and that literally will cause the water to spray out like a shower. The important thing with this process is we need to make sure that the amount of water that's going into the grain matches the amount of beer that's leaving the grain. The reason being is if we make it go too fast, the grain will basically dry up and settle, and then you'll get something called stuck mash. But we also don't want it to go too fast, because if you go too fast, you're missing all the extra sugars that you need for the beer. Okay, so that's good. That's all we need. So, I'm going to give you the honors of this. We'll do this here in a moment. So I'll have you turn that on. So the best thing to do if you are going to end up doing homebrewing, so we'll wait until we have a little bit in there, and then we'll turn it on.
Okay.
So one of the best ways to be efficient with the whole process is as you're sparging, once you have a little bit of beer in the boil pot, you want to turn it on and heat it up and get it going. That just heats up the beer faster, so you're not sitting there like filling it up and then heating up a larger amount of liquid at a time. Okay, anyways, this one. And then this is the longer one, the longer tubing that will go into the bottom of the pot, and it's going to kind of give it a swirl. So the nice thing about silicone also is it can handle heat. So let's see here. Let me see if I can show you what we're doing here. I'm going to bring you with me again. Extreme close-up of the Speakeasy Brewer and the Brewman. Okay, here we go. So here's the pot. You can see it's nice and empty. We're going to get a flow of beer. Let me situate this. Sorry, work. Yep. What Taylor said. And we're going to get this flowing. All right, cool. So now you can see it. Slowly going in. It's a beautiful color. Nice, good yellow color. So, Tion, I think this is going to turn into an amazing pineapple beer. Look at that color. Shoot. It's good. Okay, so then what we're wanting to do, now that we got that flow in there, we're going to make sure that we don't lose the water in here. So we're going to open the sparge water. And this is a fly. I don't know if it's called a fly valve or if it's just like a, what you would call it. But we're basically going to rinse off the grain and get all the sugars. So we want it to match the terms of the flow. So there's a little bit of, I put a little too much water in here, but that's okay. It worked out just fine. I'm going to slow this one down just a tad. And the big thing is just to like monitor both. see how it's doing. Is there too much fluid in the mash tun? If there is, then it's a matter of reducing the flow in, and if there's not enough, then you need to increase the flow. So it's just a lot of back and forth dancing. So you can see that. Check that out. Hey, yeah, cheers to you too, Tion. All right, sir. You want to light the fire? Let's get some extreme... Oh, it's not going to go very far. Here we go. You using the red valve?
Yep.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's open.
There we go. All right, cool. So, anyways, we're going to start heating that up. And... Sorry, making it all wiggly. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. So it looks like this is still pretty full.
Yep.
But I think the flow rate is pretty good. We're going to monitor it though. So now is where things are going to get exciting. So we have the heat on, and if you want to turn it up until it sounds kind of like a jet. Perfect. So we're going to heat that up. We're going to get it to actually boiling. So since we're at a higher altitude, it's a colder temperature that'll boil at. So we're going to be going for 202 degrees. It'll stay there and it'll start boiling there. As soon as we get a boil, we're putting our first set of hops in. So in order for us to do that, we're going to crack open into these hops. I recommend a pocket knife. When dealing with knives that are sharp and could kill you, be careful. That's my warning to you. I know I'm not a business yet. When I actually have my brewery, maybe I need to be careful about things. That's why I have the dad jokes about when dealing with hot items. What do you need to have?
And 202 Fahrenheit is 94.4 Celsius.
Thank you. That's awesome. But use your bare hands whenever you're touching hot things. Ha 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 ha. I couldn't help it. Every stream, that's like every brew day, I have to do that. That's like the thing. It's just going to be at random times. You just never know. Okay, so right now, the flow, you can see the grains are starting to get a little bit drier.
Yep.
So I'm going to increase the flow because I want to make sure that they're not going to like compact.
Yeah.
I haven't ever had to deal with a stuck mash before, and I hope I never do. I've learned from a lot of people's mistakes. That's the best way to learn. You learn from other people's mistakes so you don't make your own. Because you don't have time to make all your own. Not to mention, some mistakes can only be learned once. And you don't want to be that one person that makes that mistake. The famous beer protect.
Here's Bear Protect.
Oh, bear protect. Oh, sorry. Yes. So,
Beer.
beer protect. Like, yes. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I need. Huh? Why does it say I can't quite see? My eyes. Anyways. Okay, so now we can see that it's getting a little too full. So I'm going to bring it back just a tad. So it's already starting to heat up, so that's good. Also, I should show you guys. We have one more person jumping on. Welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. You're coming in at a good time. We are just about to start. I mean, well, we're in the middle of beer brewing right now, so we're now moving the beer / wort. So it's not beer until it's gone through fermentation. But let me show you. So we're putting the wort in the boil pot. We're heating it up right now, and right now we're rinsing the grains off with through a process called sparging. So that's what we're doing right now, and once the water starts boiling, or the wort starts boiling, we're going to add hops. And then once the boil is done, we're also going to add pineapple juice and pineapple chunks into the boil. That's just part of what we're doing, because we're making a pineapple blonde ale. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So if you're interested in beer making, beer brewing, whether it's something you want to do, or it's something you're just interested in doing, or not doing, but interested in watching or learning about, this is the channel for you. So follow, subscribe. Wait, no, not subscribe. What is it? I guess I'm thinking of YouTube. So follow. I guess people can subscribe here. I don't know how it works. Anyways, follow, join the Discord, and then maybe one day subscribe when I figure out what that means. But no pressure. We're just having fun. Yeah.
Yes.
We were just actually talking.
We need a snack.
Yes, we do. We were just talking about some
These are,
Thanksgiving stuff.
it was just wrapped in foil, so I just.
So is this the stuff that Ricky made?
Yeah, it's just like a cream cheese, kind of a sweet bread.
So this is one of the pieces of bread from our Thanksgiving dinner last night. We might have some pumpkin pie too. We'll see. Because I already had a slice today, but we might have some more. It's not the greatest view of it, but this is like there's a cream cheese on the inside of this bread, but this is a Danish recipe, and so it's a sweet bread, and it's really freaking good. So this is one of those things. The thing about Thanksgiving is you want to eat as much as you can because why else would you not eat lots of food? What kind of holidays do you guys? I know you guys have Christmas and I don't know. Do you have Halloween? Do you have you don't have Thanksgiving, but do you have something similar to Thanksgiving wherever you're at? In London, in Germany, wherever you are?
Or it's just a holiday that you eat lots of food.
Yeah. Or yeah, is that something that exists over there? You guys are all like super healthy and skinny, and all of us over here we're like every time we walk it's like an earthquake. It's like, oh, there must be an American nearby because they're talking really loud and I can feel the earth shaking. Sorry, bad jokes. Bad jokes. Mmm.
This is good.
Mmm. 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 Right. That's a little too full. So I'm gonna just slow that back a little bit. Let it catch up. I've seen some guys do it where they just pour all of it in and rinse it, but I don't know. I haven't tried that.
Your way makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it close to what it was.
Yep. Hey! Welcome, Big Juicy Cat. Maybe Christmas, Easter, maybe. Okay, cool. Don't you guys have Remembrance Day in England? Sorry, London? I mean, England? Yeah, England. London's a city.
Yes.
No worries, dude. Hey, life comes first. This is entertainment, dude. This is just having fun. No big deal. No offense, no nothing. I mean, we were just brewing beer and making beer and just talking about stuff. So you came at the exciting time, so it's the right time to be here. Mmm. Yeah, barbecue on the bank holidays. Oh, good question. So we're eating, this is leftover from our Friendsgiving dinner last night. It's Danish bread. It's a sweet bread with cream cheese
in it.
cream cheese filling. It's amazing. Bon appetit. Mmm. That's pretty funny. Are you asking Big Juicy Cat or us? I'm assuming it's Big Juicy Cat. I'm just gonna buy you real fast. Sometimes I've noticed that it like slowly like
I was about to realize it might be. Does it sound like
it doesn't sound like a jet anymore. Oh, you can see the grass in there.
yeah.
Hmm. Oh man,
That's really good.
isn't that amazing? I know I had some yesterday and with this macaroni thing she's bringing. Oh, actually, I think we're having leftovers for lunch, so I'll show you the plate. There might be turkey on it. We had a potluck style Thanksgiving yesterday with some friends, so that's what we're gonna be So you will get a chance to see what a Thanksgiving plate looks like. We have like green bean casserole. Somebody made like a lasagna, mashed potatoes, this bread,
There's
other
also
stuff.
Pie, always
Pie.
pies.
Oh yeah.
Lots of bread.
Mhm.
There's always like a green bean, some sort of vegetable casserole sort of thing.
Sweet potato casserole is
Yep.
my favorite. Sweet potato.
There's a lot of sweet
So good.
potatoes.
Yes, they had stuffing, and then somebody had baked. They had baked Brussels sprouts,
Ooh.
and they had it marinating in balsamic vinegar. It was so good.
I'll usually bake and wrap asparagus and throw some Brussels sprouts on that.
Oh yeah. Oh, we also had a charcuterie board. So there was a bunch of like meats and cheeses and crackers, and then there was some pickled asparagus from
So
Costco.
good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh yeah. You guys are making me hungry. I just said something. I just see that we jumped up 2 people. So welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. Grab yourself a beer. We're brewing beer. This is Taylor. I'm Austin. Taylor also goes by Swine Hunter on Twitch, so you'll see him.
Sprouts are good.
Yeah, they are really good. I agree. What is horp? Is horp stuffing? Or, sorry, I missed that whole.
Okay, we do stuffing.
Yeah. Okay, so. Whoa, it's dripping water all over. All right. There isn't. I'm gonna flip that candle open all the way. We're just gonna get the rest of this water. So this is the sparge water. We're just getting the rest of it out, and then we're just gonna fill up the boil pot to the level of wort that we need for the boil process. Okay, so there's that. That's all of it. We're gonna let this cool down, and then we are going to. I love seeing all the steam. It's freaking cold here, by the way. Look at it. It's just like
Everywhere.
it's like our own smoke machine. So we're looking for about 7 gallons. So we're getting close. Well, it's really just staying up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to come back. Okay, the most important thing is life. Yes.
I like horp. Horp's
Horp.
a good word.
Okay. The sword fits you great. Horp is the noise you make over the toilet when your stomach doesn't want to eat any. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I saw somebody play this game where you were supposed to say phrases as if you were getting ready to throw up. I think we should go for a run. Seemed kind of funny. I also want to come up with a dinner game idea. So I came up with this idea so far. It's a communication game, kind of like telephone, but a little bit more complex. And there's a team of 3 people, and every person has like a certain thing that they need to be. So one person is blind, they can't see. One person is mute, so they can't talk, and the other person is deaf. And you have to do the whole like telephone Pictionary thing where they have to start like a message has to be sent from one person to the next person to the next person, and it has to be pretty darn close. So there'll be like a scoring thing. So I'm still trying to figure things out because I'm like, if the mute person knows what's being said because the other person's yelling, but you'd have to do different things because like the blind person can still hear, the mute person can still hear, but they can't speak. The blind person can't see. So it'd be like the blind person would have to be behind the deaf person. So because to do the deaf, you'd have to like do charades.
Yep.
So then the blind person wouldn't be able to see that. And maybe there should be a rule where it's like if you do want to say something, you can only whisper. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out some of the rules in that. The garage is not going to get damp. There's a lot of openings in here. It is a very old garage. It's a very holy garage. Plus, I got the garage door open right now, so a lot of the steam that is going to go out there. Honestly, I probably should close the door to kind of heat things up in here. 'Cause it feels so good. We're almost there. We're at about 6.5 gallons right now. And temperature-wise, 180. So, actually... but good question. Good question. What was I going to say? Yeah, I hope one day I'll have a garage that's really sealed tightly, and then I might need to have a fan to get all the moisture out so it doesn't get all moist. But it's another thing for another day. It looks like I'm threatening. Listen, all of you guys who are far away, you do what I say. No, okay. What we're gonna do? No, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go get hops. This is a family channel, you know. I'm just swinging a knife around. Okay, we're gonna go get hops. I'm ridiculous, I know. Okay, bye. We'll be right back. Okay, so do this. Yeah. So let me go get that bowl real fast. Let me think. Okay, that is enough. With me so I can rinse that off. I'll be fast, okay? I'll be right back. Because I'm going to get a bowl so we can measure
it out? Yeah. Get some hostages, yes. I know I gotta stay here. I should probably drink some beer. Let me get your conversion real quick. Okay, so, yep. We are currently at 82.2 Celsius or 180 Fahrenheit. It'd be nice to have that, so you guys can understand, because, you know, like I said earlier, we're very special that we have to use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, because that's just how we are.
Alright. Perfect timing. Look at that. It's all getting all foamy and such. What's up? We're back. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do.
I used to stream games, but I don't stream as much more. My wife's pregnant, so I don't get any time to myself anymore, really. It's kind of one of those things that happens.
It does happen. I'm going to just peek off the side. The screen's going to be showing. I just need to look at the recipe real fast. So you can still talk. I don't want to talk.
Fine.
So we need, for 60 minutes, half-ounce Hallertau Blanc, half-ounce Zythos.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, my brothers stream a little bit more than I do, but I don't stream as often as I'd like to. I'd love to stream a lot more, but I am needed constantly.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta smell these.
Oh, I love the smell of hops.
Oh, dude.
Have you tried the hops water?
I have it.
It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I need to do ounces. Shoot.
Oh yeah, you're at a half ounce.
Half ounce.
I can do a quick conversion if it's not going to figure it out for you.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
I just have to put it to the right unit. How's the temperature over there? I know we're getting close.
We are at about 190 right now.
Okay. I got a short time. Okay. They all smell pretty similar. Alright, this is gonna end up being an ounce.
Yeah, because we're at half and half for 60 minutes.
Cool. Okay. Half and half. So this is going in the muslin bag. So just so you guys can see what the hops look like. This is what they look like. I'm sorry, the lighting's horrible. There we go. So they look like
We'll tell it still.
half an ounce each one. And then what we're gonna do, so this is kind of the sketchy part, is all the sugars in the wort, as it gets to boiling, it could boil over. And that's always sketchy. So when we put it in, we're gonna create a little whirlpool, and then we'll drop the hops in. But while we're doing this, we're also going to have our hand on the gas, because if it starts boiling over, we gotta turn it
Drop that
off
gas off real
right away. I've had it boil over a couple times. Massive mess, nasty, horrible mess. So we're gonna try and avoid that. Also, it's hot, so now's a great time. You could blow on it too. If it's not gonna necessarily boil over, but it's gonna get close, you could blow on it, and it kind of cools things down. Anyways, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. Got a
Yeah.
nice little froth going.
Yeah. It's not at Starbucks.
I know, like a nice nitro cold brew.
Yep.
Nitro cold brew. Like green beans.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not my first. This will be our second. We had our first. She just turned 4
Oh yeah.
earlier this month on the 8th.
Oh really?
Yeah, she just turned 4.
Oh cool. Their little girl is so stinking cute. We went out. Yeah, she's a handful. We went out to dinner with them one time, and their little girl just wanted to play this chase game. It was like tag. And I'm just like this long little string bean, so I was like just doing.
Dodging her back and forth, and she was just getting frustrated. She can't get you.
It was fun. I like playing around with kids. They're way too much fun. Especially when they get all riled up and they're screaming and like running around. And then they're giggling and then they can't run as fast because they can't keep their breath.
Right.
So that's how I get them.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't breathe. You can also juke, you know.
Yeah. Move around them.
Then they're like, whoa, I've never seen that before. Schooled ya. Anyways, yeah, I don't play fair, but it helps them. It helps them. They become very strategic after a while. They're like, okay, so
Wait a second.
wait a second, this guy's too smart. 200.
Yep, you're at 200.
Okay, it should be happening any moment now. So, do you want to drop them in?
Sure.
Okay, I'll let you drop them in. So, everything's about to happen. You guys can see it okay? Yes, yes. All right. We're going to wait until it's fully boiling.
Yep.
I totally messed up my back. Don't worry about it boil over, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's going to be beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So good. It's so great.
Sounds amazing.
This is why.
Right.
Not to mention, I get beer for cheap.
Yeah. Have you done the calculations how much per like beer you'd be getting out of it? How much would it cost you
Let's see.
for a 12-ounce bottle, basically?
I should actually do that. So I got it down. So this one, I had to buy a couple extra things, but just for the ingredients for this, I think this beer is going to be pretty close to about $1.50 for everything. So it'd be $1.50 per bottle.
Yep.
So I mean, honestly, super cheap. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get this swirling. So, sorry, I'm kind of in the way. So we're trying to do this a certain way so it doesn't boil over, so I apologize. I'm not trying to censor it from you all. But I'll try and show you guys. Okay, go ahead and put it in. It's boiling now. Actually, looks like it's gonna be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna set the timer. Breeding a whole generation of cynics. Kinda, yeah. Basically. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, timer. How's it looking? Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're doing the mash. Okay, so at 40 minutes we're adding the next set. So in 40 minutes we're gonna add the 0.25 ounce of Hallertau, 2.25 ounces of Zythos, and probably right around that time is when I should probably also add the pineapple. So I
And
should
how
probably-
the juice first, or you do both?
I'm gonna do both, right around the same time. Actually, I'll put the pineapple juice in last, like 5 minutes till,
Yeah.
and then we'll do the pineapple. So we're gonna put in. So we're gonna put in pineapple. I'm gonna go get all the stuff for the pineapple here. Go ahead and start cutting it up. So yeah, I don't want to blow up my house. That'd be bad. Oh yeah. Here's another thing. So another trick for those of you who might end up doing home brewing, you'll notice that it's boiling right now, but one of the tricks that I learned on one of the forums is you offset the pot so that the boil starts on one side and it keeps it a rolling kind of convective
That's smart.
thing. So that's one little trick. Let's see. The other thing we're going to be getting ready here shortly is I got a bunch of ice and we're going to fill this up with some cold tap water. Another reason why I probably shouldn't brew in the middle of winter because it's going to get really cold. It's like 9 degrees next week, which is minus, I think it's minus 10 Celsius.
12.
Minus 12.
12.7.
Close. I use Celsius all the time, so I'm starting to figure it out. Anyways, we're going to just put in some cold tap water from our hose, and we're going to add some ice, and then we're going to cool it off. And I'll show you what we use to cool it off, because Tion and Big Juicy Cat, I know you guys know how I cool things off, but for It's Dano, I want to make sure you know what's going on. And for anybody new who's not seen this process, got to make sure that you know what's going on. We got this cool contraption right here. This is called a wort chiller, and it's just copper, and you run cold water through one of the hoses, and it goes out the other side. And if you've seen my stream over the summer, I've had some pretty ghetto setups with a kiddie pool capturing water to use it for watering the garden, and we weren't using the water fast enough, so the kiddie pool got full of algae. So today, I'm gonna connect a hose to the other end of this, and I'm just gonna let the water flow out into the garden. It's just gonna go into the groundwater today. I'm not even gonna try and save it. I'm trying to come up with good ideas of how to be more sustainable. Like one day I'm gonna have a greenhouse and I can pipe some of the CO2 that's coming from the fire, pump it into the greenhouse, use it for the plants, also the heat and the moisture. But you can also use the grains and the hops for compost, which is really good. You could also reuse the grains for spent grain bread, dog treats. Dogs go ballistic over these, by the way. My dog, Coda, we put the grains in the compost pile and he dug them up and just ate them. And he had the grainiest poo. It was nasty, but he loves them. So you could do that, and you can put it in like pizza dough. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. Some people put it in soap. If you make your own soap, it kind of adds a little bit of a scrub. Yeah, it's like dog nip, kind of. It's, yeah.
Right.
Basically. Also, dogs cannot have hops. So I don't put my hops in the compost pile now just because I don't want them to eat it, but I'll stick it in the garbage, unfortunately. But if you can control the compost and what is getting in and out of there, then go for it, that kind of thing. So anyways, wort chiller, cool the beer down as quickly as possible, and then you move the beer into a fermenter. So we're going to cool it probably right around the time that we get into cooling. We're going to just end the stream. That's the most boring part of the stream, honestly. And it's kind of just, I don't know, tedious. And then it's cleaning after that. While it's cooling down, I need to go clean the fermenter anyways because the fermenter's got a bunch of gunk on it. Make sure your fermenter, if you do get into brewing beer, is absolutely clean, okay? Do not use a scrubby pad unless it's a stainless steel fermenter, but use a very soft sponge or soft cloth or something like that. And use some sort of agent like PBW, which is what I use. It's like oxidizing agent. It just causes all that stuff to fall off really easily with just a simple scrub. No elbow grease needed. Just rinse it off, get it all off, get the gunk off. And then once you're done with that, give it a good rinse, like 3 or 4 times of the solid rinse. And then we're going to fill it in with a sanitizer. So I have a high acid sanitizer called Star San, and that will kill everything. All the bacteria, everything. It'll even kill yeast, so you don't really want it to go into your beer as much as possible. A little bit is fine. Like, it gets all over the fermenter, and then you pour it out. You want to pour out as much as you possibly can. There's going to be a film of it on the side, totally fine. There's going to be foam that comes from it, totally fine. It's so minuscule in terms of parts per million that it won't cause any health effects for you. You want your beer, anything that's going to touch your cold beer, sanitized. It has to be sanitized. Which is why we're putting the pineapple in during the boil to kind of help sanitize it. Which it's already sanitized because it's inside the skins. So anyways, there's that. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm going to get the cutting board. Man, is it me or is it getting colder?
It's getting colder.
It's getting colder. We can close that door if you want. I know it's supposed to be snowing up in the mountains right now.
I'd say I could tell, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I know, you can't. I know. Okay, I'm gonna go get this. Do you think we should probably close that, huh?
If we're into the heating, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna close it. Meanwhile, let's do this. I'm gonna open this window. So we need airflow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna get carbon monoxide poisoning. That'd be bad. How did the 2 guys die in midstream? Oh, carbon monoxide
poisoning. Yep.
And it's also gonna get a little dark, but that's just the way it is. Okay. I'm gonna open this. Okay. I'm gonna close this. Is that cool?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with pineapple. I'll be right back.
Okay. Out of the way. It's not too much worse. Yeah, it's getting a little colder because of the wind chill. Yeah, so currently it's 43 Fahrenheit, and it says it feels like 37. So that means it feels like 2.7. Yeah, it's an old garage. It's got an old garage door too, but I'm okay. Don't worry. Thank you though. Appreciate it. I want to make sure it didn't crush the propane tank we have here, because then that would have been a bright light, kind of something like Oppenheimer. Have you seen that? Bright light and everything gone. Wouldn't want that to happen either.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Have you ever tried a sugarloaf pineapple?
I've never heard of it.
It's a pineapple that's only grown on Kauai, or the Big Island of Hawaii.
Really?
It's a white pineapple. You can eat the core of it because it's so sweet and so soft.
Wow, that's kind of cool. What does this say? I looked away for a moment, and the garage door sounded like a people mincer. It kind of was, yeah. Okay, pineapple, knife. Oh, cutting board. Dang it, I forgot that. Nerd alert. Okay. Dude, I'm pumped that you're here. That definitely makes it fun.
glad to be here.
Okay. Discard. What's this? Okay. Let's see. How are we doing on time? It is ripe. Mostly ripe. If I gave it like a day or two more, it'd probably be even more ripe. But it smells good. It looks good. When I got it, it was not. It was pretty green, so it's had 3 days. Okay, we got 30 minutes. Okay, I got plenty of time.
Yeah, this is good. Super sweet.
Yeah. Did you smell it at all?
Yeah.
It does smell good.
It smells enough that
Yeah.
it's going to be good enough for this.
We've got some leftovers that are being heated up, so she'll be bringing that out shortly.
Doing the V-peel technique.
The what?
The V-peel technique.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what that one is. What's the V-peel technique?
If you can
Pull the
pull
center leaf out. Not for, oh, yes.
Oh. Let's find out.
So my parents live in Hawaii, and so we get a lot of different pineapples and such.
Okay.
And I'm usually there once a year anyway, so.
It didn't come off easily, so it's probably not like super ripe, but that's okay. We're gonna use it anyways. Yeah.
We'll do the taste test to make sure it's right.
Yeah, exactly, right? Well, we'll have to eat some of it because
Yeah.
you could take some of the leftovers.
What are you doing there? But yeah, we eat a lot of pineapple and other tropical fruits when I visit my parents in Hawaii because why not? They got the best pineapples there.
Okay. Is he explaining the VPL technique?
He's not going to.
Okay. Maybe better. I don't know. You'll probably start talking about it, and it'll sound very inappropriate. We'll be like, "What are you? Are you talking about pineapple still?"
Upside down pineapples.
Okay. I'm excited for that next one. I'm kind of like behind on this. I'm just.
Nice. It still tastes really good for letting it sit.
Yeah. It actually tastes more like pineapple.
Yeah. Yes.
I haven't. Is it good?
It is delicious. So I also I lived in Mexico for 2 years, and so I tried a lot of random weird things that like. I remember the first time I was there in Mexico, and they made a fruit bowl for us. They had like pineapple and watermelon and other sorts of stuff in there, and then they threw that really spicy stuff called tahini on top of it. And I was like, you just ruined this perfect fruit salad. And of course, the first time I tried it, I was like, you know, being American, it's like, yeah, everything needs to be perfectly sweet. But after probably the first or second time, I was like, okay, this is really good. So I like tahini on the fruit, or like char grilled. Dude, tahini, it took me a minute to get used to it, but then I was like, okay, I love this. Like, you throw that some, like, some jicama, or just, yeah. But yeah, char grilled pineapple is so good. I love doing that myself. Like, I smoke ribs, I'll usually, like, throw a pineapple on the side of it.
Ooh.
Because I like my ribs to be more savory,
Yeah.
but I like the sweetness of the pineapple, so I'll throw the pineapple next to it, so it gets the smoky flavor and kind of gets that char to it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it sounds amazing. That sounds so freaking good.
It's funny, so my brother visited from Washington, he doesn't drink at all. And so I had him try one of the non-alcoholic beers to see what he thought. He goes, this is really weird because he's not used to, like, something that's not sweet. Because think about it, everybody drinks Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it was really funny to see his face. Like, it's just weird to see that it's not sweet. I'm like, well, that's one of the reasons you drink it, because you don't want something sweet.
Yeah. Some beers are sweet.
True.
I never was somebody who wanted. I never liked soda or cola or any of that stuff.
See, well, growing up I liked root beer. That was kind of the standard drink.
Yeah.
Kaylee loves root beer, which is why I tried brewing it.
Right. This is Kaylee, you said?
Yeah. I love cola. I absolutely love cola flavored drinks.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the things that's also part of Mexico because that's all they ever drank was Coca-Cola.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's my soda of choice. If I'm gonna drink anything, it'll be a Coca-Cola, but I prefer more, again, savory flavors versus the sweetness of stuff.
Right. Oh my gosh, it's cutting so nicely.
If you're doing be like a hobby, you're gonna have dinner and supper.
That's right.
Yep. Dan thinks he needs to go full hobbit and have a second dinner.
Do it. I'm all about the good peer pressure.
So yeah, I was saying this about that time. I've got so my coworkers live in Belfast, so
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know
yeah. So we've got some late night people in Naus, India, and then we've got 3 guys that are in Belfast. So we meet with them every morning and talk to them. So
that. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like one of my later starts for brew day because normally I try to start at 10:30.
Yep.
Gosh, this is.
Oh yeah, how do I brew my root beer? So my root beer is pretty, it's different, but similar to kind of doing beer. I think, so I haven't done it in a while, just because I haven't had time to. But basically, I'll use like all fresh like roots and stuff. So I'll use like sassafras and sarsaparilla. Sometimes I use like wintergreen in there. I've tried dandelion in there before.
Ooh.
Some anise before. Tried different things. Making the flavor for the root beer isn't super hard. It's finding the right sugar mixture because there's so many different types. Like you could use molasses, you could use honey, you could use regular sugar. And I was trying to see like without making it so full of sugar, I was trying to figure out what I could use. So like I tried molasses once and it was just a really dark, deep root beer. I like the earthy flavors of them. And so kind of like if you're thinking about it like can wise, you're looking more like a Barksy type of flavor versus an A&W, which is more vanilla sweet.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I was going for, like more of a Barks flavor. And I made one, I don't remember what it was, but I would make it out of yeast too, and I can't remember which yeast I bought. This is probably 4 years ago when I made this, maybe 5.
Okay.
And yeah, I just basically put it all in a pot. You basically make a tea out of it, kind of the same thing with grains here. And then once you've got that, you just got to strain it into the bottles and make a sugar mixture into that first. But yeah, trying to find the right sugar flavor was really hard to do because I didn't want to be super sweet. My wife is like, it has to be as sweet as possible, so that was, fighting between 2 people. But it's super fun to do. I think I might do it again. I still got everything. But trying to find fresh sassafras and sarsaparilla was always hard to do.
Right.
Finding some on eBay is where I would actually get it from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people would sell it on eBay that was just fresh pulled out of their farms, and I was like, yep, send it to me.
That's awesome.
And you make just this. The tea itself was actually really good.
Okay. The pineapple's actually, so it's not super ripe, so it's not very sweet, but you want to try some?
That's still good though.
Yeah.
It's got a good sweetness to it.
So just chopped up the pineapple. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it, so I'm going to go get another bowl, and we're going to measure it and make sure, because one of the recipes I saw used about a pound and a half, and then we're going to use about, I don't know, maybe a couple cups of the pineapple juice while we're doing this, and we're going to put this in right around 15 minutes. So right around the time we add the Wurflock tablet, right around the time we add the wort chiller, all that stuff, we're going to just add it all in at the same time.
What's the sweeter pineapple?
Oh, is it sweeter? I don't know. If it's sweeter, sure. I'll trade you. Okay. It's actually kind of funny to have her watching on the other side. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go get another bowl, and I got to rinse my hands off. Well, yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, it's sweet.
It's sweet. It's not overly ripe.
It's not overly ripe. Not like super crazy sweet. So, Anyways, gosh, that's a good boil. It feels good in here now. It's
It
much.
does,
It's
yeah.
much nicer. I'm kind of glad we did that. We needed to close that. That was getting cold. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands because my hands are all like gross. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
Thanks for entertaining them.
Yeah. And then down for the antiseptic taste, I honestly don't know because there's a couple of places around here that have different, like they have like a root beer store here because you're in Utah here where there's a bunch of Mormons that don't drink, and so everybody loves the root beer. So like I've tried all different types of them. I would say probably. I honestly don't know because I've had some where it's super sweet and like a lot of people put a lot of vanilla in it, which I don't like. Like yeah, it makes it taste like vanilla ice cream, and I don't want that when I drink a root beer. That's what cream soda's for. So I'm not 100% sure, but I know that my best mixtures that I had was mostly the sassafras, a little bit of sarsaparilla, and then the wintergreen really did it a little bit. And then my wife hates anise. But I did anyways, just like 1 or 2 stars, kind of give it a little bit of flavor. And I think that's it. I think I threw some cherry wood in there at one point in time to kind of. But I probably have like 20 or so different recipes I've kind of tried mixing together to see what would work better. But I should probably start doing it up again because it was a lot of fun to make it. And then it doesn't take as long because you're not letting it actually ferment. Yeah, the cherry, it was really good flavor when I did the cherry ones. But yeah, it only takes I think like a week or two to actually get to that point. You just got to make sure that it doesn't over ferment. Otherwise, you're gonna have like not your father's root beer or some those other ones that are the alcoholic root beers, and you can kind of taste it, but they taste really good. It's more finding the right sweet sugar mixture into the root beer. So that's kind of where it's at. I think that's the hardest part. Making the actual broody flavor of it. That's not hard to do, but making that perfect sweetness is right. Yeah, see, A&W is too sweet for me. That's my wife's favorite, just because it's got that vanilla kick to it. If you ever are able to try Barks, if you ever visit anyone that has it, it's BARQS. It's more of an earthy flavor, and that's probably like if you're looking at common root beers, that's what I would prefer. I wonder what's in Bark or at A&W that you guys can't have there in England. I'll talk to my buddies. Like I said, I've got some buddies in Belfast, and I'll see what they've got. I'm sure they've got something similar. And but yeah, I wonder what it is. Because yeah, Barks is definitely that earthy flavor that you kind of want out of a root beer. A&W is kind of that's the very Americanized. Let's make this as sweet as possible type of thing. Yeah, Barks is a good one. I do not like Mug. That's Pepsi's version of it here in the States, and it's not that great. I'm trying to think of this. I had one in Mexico that I don't know what they call it root beer, but it didn't taste like anything. It almost tastes like it had tamarind in it, which is kind of weird. So I wonder. Let me see. See if I can find it.
Okay. I was just thinking, we should do root beer day.
That would be fun.
He could teach us how to do root beer. Actually doing it. So here's our pineapple. It's a little over 1.5 pounds, so about 1.8 pounds or so.
Ooh, see, dandelion and burdock, that's a good flavor. See, that's probably what you're kind of looking for your Barks, just because it's got more of the earthy flavors in it. And then, like I said, that's what I prefer in a root beer. Like, if you think root beer, you're thinking earthy. That's what it's kind of meant to be, not drinking straight vanilla extract with some sugar in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel A&W kind of is very sweet.
Yeah, I guess they are kind of, aren't they? Let's see. Okay, thanks.
You guys got some dinner.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Sorry, it's always not the best timing.
No worries.
Fine.
So this is just a small picture
terrible
of.
on
It does
here,
look
but-
terrible. It smells amazing and it's
smells
delicious. We got a little bit of chicken and turkey on here, and some
Ziti.
ziti, which
Ziti.
is one of the mac and cheese lasagna type things that somebody made for us. So we're gonna eat this up before we have our next beer, because we're gonna need it. And then I'm making notes for all this other stuff. But yeah, seriously, dude, we should totally do.
Oh, I'm totally down.
Root beer. We should
I
do
still
root
got.
beer.
Well, I don't know how good they are, but I still have most of my stuff.
Oh yeah.
I have a whole drawer dedicated to root beer ingredients.
That's awesome. Oil. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of happening in 15 minutes.
Yum.
Oh yeah. You know what? If you're ever in the United States, come during Thanksgiving. That's a great time to come. I know, right? I'm lucky. Thanks. I got these for Rubella for Christmas like 10 years ago. So, sorry we're eating in front of y'all. It's very rude.
This is good.
Let's see. I gotta look at the time real fast. See how we're doing, because the next set of hops should be going in 15 minutes. 15 minutes?
It's the half ounce, right?
It'll be a
4
half
ounces.
ounce total, yeah. 1/4 ounce of Hallertau Blanc and 1/4 ounce of Zythos. We gotta update the alpha acid content so I can get a proper bitterness. So.
That still smells so good.
Mhm.
Like,
Sometimes I wish I could just capture that smell. Just have it all the time. Yeah, this is fun. It's good having you all here. Yeah, we need to. I'm gonna finish this up because I want to try the next one. Because the next one's gonna be pretty good. I have a
Yeah.
feeling. You said you've had the other one before.
I had it a long time ago. So,
This is so good.
yeah, that one was hard not to just like chunk down. That was really good.
I had a pineapple cider in Panama City, Florida. It was the best thing. It was amazing. Like,
Pineapple ciders are so good.
yeah, it was funny because nobody was buying it. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, I'll take that. And I drank it, and every time I drank it, I'm like, And everybody's like, what is he having? I want that. I basically sold half a keg just because I was so excited about it. That was good. That's what I do. If I'm excited about something, I'll let you know.
I already know. Yep.
It's pretty easy. Cup those beer farts, full make rice. Yeah, I heard that some gal one time was cupping her farts and like sending them. She was doing that like thing online, and guys were paying her crazy amounts of cash to send them jars of
Like the bathwater.
farts or something like that. Oh, ugh. People were weird, but
They're so weird.
she made like so much freaking money. So much money.
Yep, the bathwater.
Oh,
That was so gross.
I flew. Hey, Rob with 2 B's. What's up?
Only farts.
Welcome.
Yes. I like it.
only farts. It's I knew a flight attendant at my last job, and she would go buy brand new pantyhose, and she would wear them once
And so
and sell them to these guys, and she was making more money selling her pantyhose than she was making. It was insane.
Yeah.
Like one night we were all hanging out at the pub, and she's like, oh, the drinks are on me. I'm like, no. That's not how this works. And she's like, I make way more money than you do. I'm like, oh, okay.
like,
Well,
no.
what do you do? And she's like, I sell my pantyhose. I'm like, you buy and sell pantyhose? She's like, no, I buy them and wear them and then sell them to people for $350 a piece. I'm like, do you need a partner in this? Because I'm like, I'll wear some pantyhose and sell them for $500. Some speakeasy brewer pantyhose.
Yep.
Maybe I'll wear them during the stream. Every
Do they smell like
subscriber.
beer too? Beer
Yeah,
farts?
yeah. Yeah,
My
be like,
beer fart pantyhose.
if you subscribe to the channel, I'm sending you these pantyhose that I'm wearing right we're going off the deep end. This is deep. Deep. Wow. Sorry, we're being rude, talking and eating at the same time. Hey!
Hey, Kaylee's on.
What's up,
watching.
Kaylee?
Hi, Kaylee.
Hey. We're having fun here. We're brewing some beer. Welcome, welcome. How you feeling? Oh, yeah. My forfeit. Okay. So I need some clarity on that. Okay. My forfeit. What do you mean by the forfeit? Like, if I can't do it, I have to wear pantyhose? Or do I have to wear pantyhose while I'm doing the German stream? I'll wear them like the bunny ears, you know?
Yep.
We'll dress up like a bunch of gangsters. Call it Gangster Brew stream.
We'd be like out of Home Alone, just foam over her face as we're doing it.
Safety first.
Eyeglasses now. We've got pantyhose over our face.
I'm gonna have you. Underwear? I have to put underwear over my face if I forfeit or am horrible at my German? Is that what? Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's great to have you here, Kaylee. Glad to have you join us, even at a short distance.
Yep. So Kaylee Capri on there is my wife.
Mm-hmm. So it's a family ordeal right now.
It is. It is a
Basically.
family stream.
Yeah. It does look amazing. I'm sorry if I'm making
It's
you guys-
amazing.
Hey, it's Dano. I think if this doesn't tempt you to get your second dinner, then I don't know how to help you. Alright. I don't want to miss the time. Last stream I missed all the times. So I don't want to miss it this time.
8 minutes left. Alright.
We're good. So I think one thing I might do is I might use Streamlabs to stream to both YouTube and Twitch
Yeah.
at some point in time. I don't know.
With Streamlabs, you can. I use OBS generally on mine.
Mm-hmm.
But with Streamlabs, I think you could add an extra camera. So if you wanted to, you could throw a camera above
Mm.
one of these and have it like a permanent camera over like with these. And that way, when you're ready to say like, hey, we're gonna go in here, you just swap cameras from this to that, or
That'd be cool.
do it side by side.
Yeah, I need to figure it out. I was thinking of saving up a little bit for like a good enough computer that's better than this for streaming, and then putting it in here and just putting a casing around it so it doesn't get super dusty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all things to do when I get a little bit closer.
You can affiliate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Party can start now. I'm gonna have to get some party lights in here.
And some LEDs and just start playing with the music.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I gotta get the music thing going too. Because sometimes I don't know what to say. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm like, hi. I'm like, I'm gonna leave the screen for a second so I don't have to talk.
Get you a soundboard as well, so you can just press buttons to move sounds from it.
That'd be kind of fun. Just like start doing my own techno.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. Alright. I'm gonna sneak by you one more time. I'm gonna get the hops ready to go. Alright. Okay. 0.25 ounces of this. So this should be about never used Zythos before, so I'm really excited about it. It's going to turn out pretty nicely.
Is that supposed to with the pineapple?
That's the one that's got super pineapple. Yeah, if this doesn't really turn out like I'm imagining, I'm going to definitely redo it again and change up the yeast. I think the yeast is where I think would have helped.
Yeah.
Alright. So now this is ready to go. We're just getting our hops ready. Whoa, we're at 11 people. Whoa, what happened?
So fast.
Hey, I left the screen for a second and it just got more popular. Anyways, welcome to the Speakeasy Brewer. We're brewing beer. We just went off screen to put the hops in our muslin bags, and here in about probably like 5 minutes or so. Yeah, exactly 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Wow, good. We're gonna add our next set of hops. We're using Hallertau Blanc and Zythos hops. So we're adding that, and 5 minutes after we add our next set of hops, we're going to be adding a Warflock tablet for creating clarity in the beer, and then we're going to be adding pineapple and pineapple juice. Ooh, I just realized what I need to get. I need to get a can opener. But anyways, welcome. Alfaldax, welcome. It's good to see you again. Hope all is well.
That's pretty much what they are, is little socks of hops.
Yeah, basically. They are little socks of hops. I was curious, so the beer can would help a lot.
If it, we're kind of
We're-
pointing
yeah.
a little bit.
We're shoveling munch into our gobs while this happens. Let's... I love it. Okay, good. Good. I love it. You guys are great. You guys make this channel way more fun for me to do. And it's great to have Taylor here too. It's good. It just makes it way more fun, because then I'm like, I don't know what to say. Off to you. We need a commentary. Somebody like sitting in the corner. Like we're gonna do. We should. Oh, okay. Maybe we could do this. This would be kind of funny. Okay. We're gonna have somebody do commentator. So once I become affiliate, I'll get the Streamlabs set up so that I can have guest stars. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a mime brew day. I'm not gonna say a single word, and whoever's gonna be commentating, or we might have two commentators. Then they can you will speak and talk about all the things, and it'll be hilarious.
The lip
Because-
sync wars.
Yeah, or lip sync. Just I turn everything off, and then you're like, and this is what they're saying right now. Good gravy. They should get their mouths washed out. Where's the soap? Blah blah blah. Or like right now they're going to make the greatest move ever. They're going to be putting hops into the boil. No way. No one has ever done this before. God forbid it boils over. Anyways. So, motivation, ideas. What are you thinking? Come on, let's come up with some ideas. Looks like they're just staring at brown water. Don't know what to say about that. Look, okay.
Sell these for $3.50.
Sell those
Okay.
50/50. Okay, right on. After one use.
Yep.
They get, after one use, they get a little brown too, and they have a little bit of some residue.
It's a little floral.
I see. This is how we're gonna sell hops instead of pot, and then we're gonna sell hop socks and wear pantyhose over our heads while we brew and
Yeah.
sell that. That's how people will be like, "How'd you start your brewery? Where'd you come up with the funding?" And be like, "Well, that's a secret. I can't tell you." Oh man, this is getting crazy. We need to see bollocks. Whoa! Like banana hammock style things? Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So that's at 20 minutes. We're gonna add that. And then 5 minutes after that. Okay. Well, you good sir, get to do the honors. And I will get everything else ready, and then we'll try the next beer.
Okay.
Maybe I don't understand what that means. That's how I get my dollar bills for tipping van drivers at work. I just stand on the corner in my pilot uniform and pull up my pant leg. Everybody's like, "Woo!"
Special socks for
It's
it.
the special socks, my airplane socks. Really, man, people start sweating when they see those. Okay. It's funny how it just like went down that path.
Sell some hot water socks.
Some hop socks, that's what we call
Yeah,
them.
hot socks, yeah.
What happened? I didn't even touch it. This is a funny stream. I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gone into the gutter a couple times. Gutter bollocks. Okay. Anyways, timer should be going off in.
20 seconds.
Wow. Why is it? Maybe I'm excited, and so it just takes. It's gonna be happening real fast. So the next, like, let's see, 40. Yeah. So we have 20 minutes. Okay. Plop them in. There's that. Thank you for the beeping. Can you turn it off? Turn it off. Okay, there we go. Okay, 15. So once we get to 10, we're going to add the time for the next beer. You're right, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for keeping the pace, Kuno.
He's got to finish us first.
I know. Okay, the next one. This one's going to be good. Racapulco. And this one is
Pineapple orange mimosa.
pineapple orange mimosa, wheat ale.
Brewed
with real fruit. You know what? I can now say that these beers are the beer that's being brewed today is brewed by an award-winning brewer.
Yeah, it's true.
I can say it.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Oh, that's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them up there.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but to brag. You know.
Yep.
That's how you do things. So this one, and I'm gonna just jump off screen for a second. So if I don't answer your questions right away, if you have questions or you say a comment, just pause there. Also, by the way, I know we have 11 people on right now. So if you're new here, new to the Speakeasy Brewer, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Right now, me and Taylor, so I'm the Speakeasy Brewer, Swine Hunter. We are brewing a pineapple blonde today, so that's what we're doing. And we're doing some pineapple beer reviews. So
Yep.
we've done one. It was a smoked Hellas with pineapple, which wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad. It was a pleasant beer to drink, but the aroma wasn't there. The last one tasted a lot like pineapple, but for whatever reason, it also had an aftertaste of pina colada.
Yep.
But it was like pineapple mixed with wheat, which I'm really curious because this one is a wheat ale.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's a very clean wheat beer.
I don't get a lot of smell for this one right away.
No, I don't either. I would say the Colorado one had the more flavor.
Yep.
I don't smell anything that's pineapple-y. Okay, wait. You have awards and you're not displaying them? Not yet. No. I displayed them last Brew Day stream. And, yeah. So I got a gold for a stout that I made, and I got a silver for a German Pilsner that I made, so. The aroma is not there, but.
Flavor-wise, it is.
Mm-hmm. I would say it's light, kind of like a champagne, where I can see the mimosa, but it's kind of lacking flavor.
I'll say it's not.
It's not very complex in the flavor.
Yeah.
The body's not there. It's a pretty light beer.
It's a very light beer.
I can feel the citrus on the sides of my tongue, but I would say if I were to taste any fruit, I would taste the orange peel more than the pineapple.
Yeah.
But I got the breadiness of the wheat.
Yep.
Like I got that for sure. But the aroma's not there. It just smells like.
Yeah, I don't smell anything.
I don't. Either we both have COVID or there's no aroma here. I don't know. Does COVID do that thing anymore without the sounds? But yeah, hopefully next stream I'll have awards up. Okay, let me check this out real quick. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's see. So we put it in. We have 20 minutes left, so we're gonna put the Werflock tablet in, and the pineapple and the wort give this to you.
Yes.
Put that in.
I'm kind of sad. Kind of depressed with that beer.
I am too. Okay, I need this. That is a little sad. I was kind of like looking forward to it. So we're gonna do all this stuff all at once. We got 50 seconds.
Yep.
I'm gonna come back. Okay, no questions, no nothing. Awesome. We're just about ready to add the pineapple for our beer. So we're adding the Werflock tablet. For those of you who weren't here when I explained it, it's this cool little tab right here. Put it in 15 minutes to the end of the boil. The Irish moss in the tablet basically gelatinizes, collects all the free-floating proteins, coagulates them all into a bundle, and then they sink to the bottom in the fermenter, okay? And then he's going to add the pineapple in. We got about 2 pounds of pineapple. This is the first time I've ever done fruit in a beer, so this is an experiment.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then this is a wort chiller. It's a copper tubing. It adds a little bit of copper to the beer, which helps with the body. And there's 10 minutes, so go ahead and you can just dump it in. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. All right, so there's that. Brubella, my dear, can you do me a favor and bring me out a can opener if you're there? So the pineapple's in, the wort chiller's in, and the Werflock tablet is in. So we're going to boil that, and I'm going to get a can opener, because that's the one thing I don't have. And we're going to add pineapple juice near the end of the boil for the last 5 minutes, I think. Thanks, Brubella. So at 55 minutes, we're going to add the last set of hops.
Yep.
So it's 5 till, so we're going to add the last set of hops and that pineapple all at the same time. Boom! Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're selling pantyhose now? Is this the new business?
Yeah. I think so.
That's
If it
our
works-
investment plan is pantyhose, right? Right?
That's how you're gonna build the actual brewery.
That's how we build our empire.
Yeah.
Panty, brew, speakeasy brewer pantyhose.
I like the socks. We should do speakeasy socks.
We should. Okay, we're gonna make
Socks would be
speakeasy
pretty cool.
socks.
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna so
I knew you were joking about
yeah.
that. You
Well,
wanna be real.
we're gonna make some speakeasy brewer socks. We're gonna have coasters. We're gonna have pint glasses. We're gonna have
But you know
T-shirts.
what? Your hair's getting
We're gonna have hats. Stickers. I already said that. I think. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think. What you think people would enjoy. By the way, there's no pressure to buy anything. I'm just making stuff because it's fun. It's a fun brand. It's cool. I'm thinking of getting one for James Weed. He's the guy that we're gonna interview in December. He's the one that's in charge of. He runs Solstice Malting here in Salt Lake City. He's going to be allowing us to interview him, and he's going to show us the process. So as a thank you, I'm going to get him some Speakeasy Brewer merch, because that'd be kind of fun. So, got to get my name out there because I want to get sponsored at some point in time. Because I want to try all the different equipment, and I want to go to all the different breweries and try all the different beers. Mix this in a little bit
I
more.
was just about to think the same thing, like with
Yeah.
the fruit moving.
Get that fruit moving. Maybe now would be a good time to use my bare hands when it's hot. Ha ha. Oh, another fun thing to do for a stream is I'd have to have a secret word that I will say throughout the whole thing, and the person who guesses it wins something.
That is fun, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the knights who say "me,"
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, he said the word! He said the word!" It's like, what is it? Oh, he said it again. It took me a couple times to watch it and realize it's the word. It
Yeah.
is a word.
He said it again. Oh no, I said it!
Oh no! Yeah, that's right. Dude, my favorite movie of all time.
It's one of my favorites. I can quote that movie backwards, forward, sideways, you name it.
Oh, dude, I know. We seek the Holy Grail. Ah, you see, we've already got one. He said he's already got one. Wait, if I'm making quotes, does that make it so is it a trademark issue? You're off camera, so you're fine. Okay. It's just a voice. I I was thinking of playing music in the background at first and being like, oh yeah, my neighbor is playing music right now. Okay, check the time. How about some samples of the live brewing beer in mini bottles to people? Ooh. I forgot they had mini bottles. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have any here, but.
Yeah. Not here. Not yet. That'd be kind of fun to have little mini bottles. Send it out. I could bring them with me when I do the world tour.
Well, they do have the samplers here, so I'm sure you can get away with it. 'Cause, like, you go to any of the breweries here, or even like Porcupine or something like that, they're like, oh, yeah, here's a sampler for a quarter or whatever they charge you for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just put in a small bottle, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah. I'd have to see. I'm actually looking at doing a business type thing so that I can actually get the licensing to distribute it. So there's that. So one of you guys might have to be the distributor in Europe for me. Okay. What's the time
Bottle
frame?
opener too.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Oh man. Any ideas? Any and all ideas? You guys just come up with stuff. Let's do this. You guys help make the stream what it is anyway. So. Okay. So the tricky part will be cooling it and getting the fermenter clean at the same time. So I might do is it's going to be hot, so I might leave it or put a top over it just for a little bit, and then we can go inside, take a quick break where it's warm, we'll clean everything up, and then we'll come out here and cool it.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to spill the water out or go that way just because I don't have anywhere to capture it right now, and it's about to freeze anyway, so it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one day I'm going to figure out a really good way of saving the water and using it for cleaning or something like that.
Yeah.
I read about a guy who became a billionaire was selling empty cans with fresh mountain air for $1 each.
I heard about that. I remember hearing
What?
about that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Think about like those cans of tennis balls. When you first open, you get that smell
Yeah.
of like tennis ball, and it's just the air that's in there.
Yeah.
Same thing. What you do like up in the mountains, you just get a bunch of air, compress it into a little bottle, cap it, sell that air as fresh mountain air.
That blows my mind.
Well,
Yeah.
Tian's not wrong. Like think about like Liquid Death, the water company.
Yeah.
They do it at all the concerts now. So like it looks like a beer can, so it goes with all the concerts everywhere else. So everybody's like, oh, I want water. Like here's a Liquid Death for $5 instead of $2 for your Aquafina bottle.
That's interesting. Interesting. We'll see what we can do. This is like a 5-year plan, maybe 2-year plan. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Kind of fun. Wasn't there a girl who sold
Yeah,
samples?
Kaylee, you missed. We were talking about that
yeah.
earlier.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe I'll. Ooh.
It's like beer water.
Yeah. We'll call it beer water, but it'll be beer.
Yeah.
Or We'll call it bath water.
Or I mean, you could do what you made in here and just sell beer water. Your word.
Ooh. Yeah, and then you don't have to worry about it being alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol, exactly.
We've got some ideas, guys. Yeah. Yep.
Because that was
really
incredible.
Good. Yeah, wasn't it great? I know. But we'll figure something out. And people will be like, "What is this?" They'll be like, "It's just work." And
Yeah.
you mix in an actual. People will be like, "What?
So all
What?
you gotta do is let that thing sit for
Watch there be a cop watching this, and he like rolls up. It's like, "Hey, I like your stream. By the way, you're under arrest for distributing alcohol." What? Hop socks for $350.
Yeah.
All right, Tion, how about this? If you can somehow tell somebody that they should buy used hop socks, and you could get $350, I'll split that with you. If you can make that happen, that'd be amazing. So, because if that actually worked, that would be bananas.
That would be.
Yeah. That would be a secret little side thing. It's like, did you know this brewery makes more money off of hop socks than it does off its beer? What? Yeah, they use hop socks and then they sell the hop socks.
And that's where their money comes from.
That's where the money comes. And then they sell the hops to druggies that think it's weed. A bunch of high schoolers. Yeah, this is about $10. No worries.
We're gonna smoke this flower.
Yeah, just roll it up and, chew on it for a little. You'll be fine.
Make some hops gummies.
Yeah, hop gummies. Beer gummies. Can you do that? Probably.
I'm sure you could.
Ooh, advent calendars.
Here you go.
I'd have to make a lot of beer for the year. But...
Well, I was saying, I know Costco has a 12 days of beer mess. I think is what they called it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I should look into that. One of my buddies, he got one that had little mini cigars that were like this, and it was like every day there's a cigar to smoke from all around the world. I was like,
That's actually really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, the timer's about to go off, so get the hops ready.
Yep.
I need to measure this so I know how much to put in next time, or not how much not to put in next time. Okay, Tian. How many cups? 1 or 2 cups? 1 or 2? Okay, you have like 2 seconds. I'm gonna start pouring. I'm either gonna do 1 cup or 2 cups. 1 or 2?
1 question mark.
How about 1.5?
Good middle ground.
1.5. Good call. Good call. Okay, here we go.
Hops are in.
Doesn't even feel like a lot.
It didn't. What do you think about it? You've got how many gallons there? 6.5?
Yeah.
And you put a cup and a half in?
I put a cup and a half in. Yeah, I think I was just. I should do 2.
So that's, I'm trying to think.
I did a pound and a half of pineapple.
I did too.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we're doing 2, Tian. We're doing 2.
Try it and add 1 again. The water's really hot right now, so I'm not going to try it. I don't think Caleb, you have it came home with like a burnt tongue.
Here we go. I'm going to let it boil for like 2 seconds longer, or like 2 minutes longer, just because it cooled down quite a bit with that.
That pineapple juice nerves.
Yeah. We're getting close. We're getting close. I'm really excited to try this. So this, as long as the fermentation goes well, which it should, this should be ready. I mean, technically, it should be ready in about like 6 days, 7 days. So let's see. I could probably bottle it. So normally I've been bottling it, letting it sit for 3 weeks, and then bottling it or kegging it. Maybe I should just do it 2 weeks. Let it finish fermenting, let it sit for a week, and then bottle it. Because I want to enjoy it sooner. Okay, so we're down to 5 minutes. Oh man, I'm really excited.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, I wonder if that would actually.
Oh, go for it. How much? Tell me when.
There you go. So that actually improves
We're modifying the beer. Well, wasn't there a girl who sold samples of her? Banned. Makes me think of Battlefield Friends. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
And they've got the host or whatever, and he's just playing. He's like, banned. Dinner time here. Fun stream as always. Right on. Thanks for jumping on,
Thanks,
Rob. It was good seeing your channel, or you cooked the other day. Your pie, dude. That looked fan-freaking-tastic. So I'm curious to see how it turned out. And that game was fun too. You'll have to tell me how you did that at some point in time. So yeah, enjoy your dinner. Happy meal. Happy eating.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. I won't be on until after Thanksgiving, so if you guys have to go, jump off, do the thing. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're not from America, happy Thanksgiving anyways. We're just going to involve you in it anyways, because
it's gratitude. You're grateful they're all here.
I'm thankful that you guys are here. Yep. Cheers to you guys. Cheers. Prost. Skål.
Salud.
Salud. Yeah.
The pineapple action really helps this. Not gonna lie.
It does help a lot, doesn't it?
It actually makes it feel more like
A pineapple beer. Yeah. Alright. It actually tastes more like a pineapple mimosa now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need a little pineapple juice. Does it say like add a splash of pineapple to make it taste better?
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Well, once we're done with the boil, we're probably going to end up... What?
Right.
Oh, na zdrovi. That's like a mouthful. Let me put some cotton balls in my mouth.
One, yeah.
Zdrovi. Na zdrovi. I can't.
Need a Google speaker.
Yeah, I need to Google. But as soon as we're done with the boil, the cooling's kind of the boring parts. We'll just stop it where all the fun stuff is. If you're not part of the Discord yet, join the Discord server because once it's in fermentation, I'll kind of give you guys a picture. Obviously, I don't have the clear glass or clear plastic one, so I won't have a really good picture of what it looks like during fermentation. But I'll keep you guys posted, okay? So that's the end of the timer. I'm gonna let it sit for like another minute. How do I turn it off? Okay. Once it gets to 101. Because it did lose some temperature at some point in time.
Yep.
Yes! Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that, Tion. Really do. And we've got hop socks if you want some for $350 a piece. They're gonna smell like pineapple and hops and beer all at the same time.
Yep.
And now I gotta say something really fast, like all the advertisements say that it's only gonna smell like this for one time. It's gonna be in an air-sealed bag and blah 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 blah. Refunds not happening.
Shut up and take my money.
Yes, I love that. Oh gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's right. Oh man. By the time it gets to wherever y'all are, but the stink I'm sure would be pretty horrendous. Oh, it would dry out though. I'll dry it out. No. Well, I'd have to see if it smells. I don't know. I've never like.
You make it into like a candle. And use the sock as like the wick.
That's a good. Oh yeah. Hop sock candles. Okay. Alright, I think that's 1 minute.
Should be 1 minute, yeah.
Alright, you want to cut the... Alright, so this part of the beer brewing process is called flame out. Very easy way to explain it. We turn the flame off. Now we are going to cool it down, all that other good stuff. We're going to fill this up, just so you guys know, because I'm just not going to film it because, again, it's boring. But we're going to put some ice in here and get some tap water from the hose in here. And we're going to do 2 rounds of this, most likely, and we're going to use that to cool the beer off as quickly as possible. One thing I have to do, because I didn't plan this very well, is I have to go clean the fermenter and sanitize it before I can cool this off and put it in, or put the beer in the fermenter. So there's a few things that are going on there. So nothing crazy that you're going to be missing, but if, again, just go to that link that Tion put out there for the Discord server, and I'll keep you posted on the fermentation and the beer in general. One other thing, next week on the 25th, voting for Taylor to be the Argon on Fire dude for every stream. Awesome. I love that. Next week on the 25th, I think that's Saturday or Sunday. Friday? I don't know. Whatever day it is, the 25th, we're doing a beer review stream. And I don't have the time yet because I need to look at that. Got a fan.
I do.
Yeah, it's Dano. Anyways, yeah, so we're doing a beer review, but that stream's going to be different because the challenge is I have to speak only in German. My German is like a 4-year-old German speaking, but we're going to work on it. I am allowed to only do one thing in English. I can write down words in English and put it up to the screen, and then my fellow Germans can tell me how to translate it. and then I will say it. And we're still trying to figure out what the consequence is if I speak in English on that. So, I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
I do. I'm not gonna like it.
What is it? Push-ups?
There's no, even better than that. I was watching Ghostbusters the other day, which just kind of reminded me of this, but whenever he did the card readings to everybody else, he shocked the guys.
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Oh.
They have a game
Oh.
that spins around
I've
and shocks your finger with that one. So you say English, you get a little shock for every time of it. I mean, we'd all
Yeah.
laugh about it. Everybody
Yeah.
would love that, but that would
Maybe
suck
I could
for
have
you.
Brubella sit next to me, and she'll have a piece of paper rolled up, and every time I see it,
Snacky.
BAM! So I gotta watch out which words I use, because there's some German words that are very much English words. Well, they're like taxi or pizza. Well, that sounds more German than it does English. But there's a few words that I gotta watch, you know? So I need to make sure that she doesn't just like whack me in the head for no reason whatsoever. Just be BAM!
Newspaper poop on the nose.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right in the nose.
Squirt bottle.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with something. So, we have a week. So, if you have any ideas of what we should do, I don't know if I like the shocked idea. Big Juicy Cat said I needed to take a shot of vodka, but I feel like I don't know if I could do that, but we'll see. But I think Rubella said I should do push-ups or plank or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, if you guys have ideas, jump on the Discord server, throw some ideas out. Maybe we can have several different things.
No linen tights.
No linen tights? What? You don't want to see me in some tights? Come on. Yeah, so we'll figure something out. So throw all your ideas out on the Discord server, and we'll make it happen. Maybe I have different things where it's like, if I mess up once, then I do this, but if I mess up and then say another English word, then I have to do double something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't forget the pretzels for German stream, and ooh, my mouth is Bavarian sausage. I'll see if I can find some. Ooh, and sweet mustard. And some. How about some fondue sauce, like some beer cheese?
Beer cheese. Yep.
That sounds good. Cool. Well, I like all the ideas. So stick all of the ideas on the Discord server, because all of that sounds great. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And dude, thanks for joining me today
Oh,
on the
thanks for
Brew.
having
It
me.
was great having you here. I hope you come join me again soon.
Definitely.
He definitely helps keep the stream going when I'm just like, I don't know what to say. So it's a lot of fun. It's way more fun to like banter back and forth. Anyways, you guys are amazing. Thanks for joining us. We'll keep you posted on the Discord, and I'll see you on Saturday of next week. Yeah, thank you, Tion, for being a great moderator. It's Dano. Thanks for joining us. Kaylee,
Thanks,
Rubella,
guys.
thank you all for coming. Rob with 2Bs, Big Juicy Cat, and Yoshi, if you're still here. Y'all are awesome. Right on. All right, guys, be adventurous, stay thirsty, speak easy. We'll see you all shortly.